So the first step to correct your status would be, I would create something called a non-taxpayer affidavit, or even something called political status correction. Correct your name for the record. When your name was created on a birth certificate, they think they own this, so you have to learn how to create it in a private trust. The Social Security number is a trust. If you look it up, Social Security Trust Administration. It's a public administration. You have to learn how to create your private administration. So you can start with a church, or even a tribe. You can correct your status with a tribe, a church. It's called the Shahada with Muslims. I'm not sure what it's called with Jewish people, but they all undergo a status change. In the Christian community, it's called being baptized. So your baptismal certificate can be also correct your status, and you can use this to identify in the public. Everybody go to onlyfans.com/Don Kilam. That's onlyfans.com/Don Kilam. That's DonKilam. You can subscribe there and get access to Don Kilam University at donkilam.com. You can also follow me on the Instagram at DON_KILAM. Again, that's DON_KILAM. Much peace and love.
Mm-mm. No.
Peace, peace, peace. I'm giving everybody a chance to still enter the Zoom meeting. I got a lot of people still entering the room. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. Peace and love, gang.
How y'all feeling today? I am putting a link in the chat. That's where the replay gonna be too. But I'm gonna send it to
Peace and love.
everybody. I'm gonna show everybody how they can get access to it.
Good shit. Good shit.
Peace to the God.
I got a couple.
Peace
I
and
got a
love.
couple
Peace and
guests that's
love.
supposed to. I got a couple guests supposed to speak with us too.
Peace, Dom. This Lady Prosperity and team.
Hey, what's good? How y'all feeling?
Working.
I know that's right. Me too. I didn't get no breaks today. It's crazy. I'm still sending out TDA replays from the class last week.
Oh.
Lady Prosperity, I would love to link up with you.
Who is that? What's your name?
Travis Romar.
Hit me up on IG.
Yes, ma'am.
I want y'all to know I got it's all confirmed. I got powerful ass motherfuckers coming through Orlando, March 23rd. Y'all do not want to miss it. Y'all want to be in the building March 23rd. I got my 10th arbitration file today. We on number 10.
Lady Prosperity says she's patiently waiting.
What's she waiting on?
Arbitration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got a call scheduled for that.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I will let me see. I got Rihanna pinned in here. I got a couple people that I want them to introduce themselves. I'm gonna talk about why I think I brought this class together. But like people gotta understand we have our own mentors as well. I learn from my circle. I don't even like talking to people that come to me for everything. Like y'all gotta teach me something too. So just like our regular phone conversations are crazy as a motherfucker. Me and Rihanna. I'm always learning with her. It's crazy.
Same.
Man.
Peace,
You be
everyone.
saying I'm the GOAT, and I'll be like, damn.
Nah,
like,
I know a little bit.
I like your humbleness. Keep it like that, Dan. You coming to Orlando though, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
She lives that private life for real. And she's been in the game for a long time. I think it's crazy. I like how you move. I like how you move, put it like that.
Thank you.
But so I talked to somebody else today I used to work with too. Because I was telling you certain ways that I learned from them. They showed me about the Schedule H and stuff. But the way you showed me, girl, on a whole different level. So what you had me looking at, can I bring it up? I can talk about it. What we talked about yesterday.
Talk about it. Yeah, talk about it.
I'm not a licensed trained tax expert. We do this for educational and informational purposes only. But she had me looking at the 8938. Let's start there. And that all stemmed from the Schedule B. But it all tied in because, so first of all, Lady Prosperity, are you with me?
I'm with you, King. What's up?
All right. So you know how I linked you up with the people with the status correction, right?
Yes.
So I learned about the land jurisdiction first from Rihanna L.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt, y'all.
So you know, she brought a lot of stuff into clarity for me. We used to just chop it up, like literally, like because ain't nobody on her level, like. But then they got receipts, you know. She got receipts.
Yes.
These other females don't got receipts. I'm just gonna put it like that.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about anybody else.
Okay.
I would love to build some sisters too, because
Lady Prosperity is authentic. So
let's go,
y'all
Rihanna.
definitely need to link.
Hey, what's up, sis?
I'm finna send you my number now.
She's
Okay,
part of the team. She's part of the team, Lady Prosperity. Like she's been rocking with me for years.
I love it.
Now, because if you show love, you get love back, right?
That's right.
And now she's helping me with my elite members, like people in with elite status, like real shit. We was on the phone today with motherfuckers, like top notch, platinum, diamond, selling artists.
Love it. Let's
every
go.
day.
I can't even make this up, can I, Rihanna?
No,
so,
you can't.
Like, you know, she was honored that I chose her, but I'm like, shit, I'm honored that you chose me because everybody out here is fake.
Not everybody.
That's why I love
not everybody, but you know, and a lot of people in the public. So I like how Rihanna moves now. She basically private. If you know, you know, you're gonna have to reach out. But I feel privileged that she's here with me today and hopping on this class because it is a free class. She's not asking for anything. But I want her. She wanted to know what to talk about, whatever comes to her mind. But I said this is for W-2 employees.
Mm-hmm.
So my main focus is to let people know that you got to learn how to make that employee work for you.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Perfect.
The employee works for you. The same way I asked my old business partner on here too, Shay Smiley Bay, because she's been knowing the way she came in the game was making the name of sole proprietorship and learning how to claim taxes on that, getting the tax credits from that. I'm talking about the bare minimum. Every time you file an income taxes, bare minimum, you should be getting like $30,000 minimum. You know, just for living in your house or having a car. And that's real shit. And she showed me a different way how to update your. Now she's showing me a way where you update your accounting methods. Applications are changing accounting method. You change from cash to accrue, and that way you can claim a lot of different more assets and get your tax credits back. But I like how Rihanna does it because she puts everything for him. That's to my understanding. That's what I got, Rihanna.
As far as what, like, is the filing?
Asset.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna talk about assets in the public, you want to say they're foreign because anything foreign is outside the United States jurisdiction.
Most definitely, we're talking about trust property. And
then the 1099 INT. I don't know if you're still doing that, but since I've learned this, I think you taught it to me like 2 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since I've learned it, because you know people always want to say negative stuff as well. But listen, you got to do the research on yourself, guys. But it's changed my life. The 1099 INT has changed my life. And it keeps my accounts from being closed. The 1099 OID method was closing my accounts.
Yeah, I learned actually from my bank down here in Oregon. That's where I learned where they accept the INT, because when I had spoke to my branch manager, she said she didn't have to honor, or technically the bank didn't have to honor the OID. And, you know, if we're dealing with banking and accounting and, you know, understanding that this is an intermediary depository and all they do is just foresee transactions, and you've been making deposits in there, well, that's interest due back to you. So, and understanding that there's two parts of the ledger. So I do still utilize the INT. But I also incorporated, you know, the B's, which is a beautiful thing. So depending on what type of account that I'm doing or reporting on or assessing, I will utilize either the INT or OID when it's time to file. But as far as just reporting, you know, I do the A's 2 different ways, the B's, and then when it's time to send that packet off, depending on what account, I put an INT OID.
Okay. I know there's a lot. We got a lot of people in the class tonight. I know
Yeah.
she was talking kind of fast. Is that making sense for everybody? I want to know where everybody's at. I understood it completely, but when she first told me this stuff, like I didn't understand it. Literally, it took me a while to catch up. Just y'all see me when I feel like I've mastered it. So I need y'all to understand. Take your time with this. She didn't master this overnight.
No.
But but she's dropping seeds right now.
I am, you guys, and I know that Don, just hit me up, chopping it up like we do and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna try to go too deep, but just understanding the
that wasn't deep
Don,
at all. But that was $1 million worth of game you just gave.
Yeah.
Lady Prosperity, did you catch it?
I didn't. I was multitasking. I'm finna sit down and listen now.
So I actually sent Rihanna my capitalizing namepreneur just to see what she would say. So she was enjoying that because part of her works is in that I was inspired to put in there, the 1099 INT. And I want y'all to know the reason why I start, and she brought up the A's. So me and her both agreed, so I can bring this up too, because me and her agree. Everybody has different methods, by the way. But only rock with people with the methods work and they got receipts. And Rihanna is her methods work, okay? So if she takes you on as a student or whatever, if y'all reach out to her, I don't know if that's gonna happen or whatever, but just be honest, take her time seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not like these other people in the public trying to get famous and shit.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Great screenshot and shit she got on Google search.
Oh, let me drop. What should I drop my email or something here or what?
Yeah, that's cool. You can drop your email.
Okay.
So she agreed too. The 1099A is always first.
The ABCs.
ABCs. We talked about this last night. Literally, this is my and her conversation every time we talk. It's always enlightening. So even if you want to do an INT or OID, all of that, you have to do a 1099A. I would say on the contract. I don't even like saying the property or anything. I would say the contract because that's what we're after.
The security.
The security, yeah. Because at the end of the day, everything's going to be about the CUSIP number anyways. Because that's what you're going to need if you're going to file private bonds and securities, because that's what everybody's trying to do out here. It's crazy.
I know, but it's so many.
You're going to want to get the CUSIP number first so you can file something on it. But if it's in the public, then that has to be registered with the SEC. So I would do the complaining with the SEC, the FTC. That's where I start.
Yeah, and another thing, you guys, just like Don always says, foundation is a key element with everything that we're doing. I think with today's people on the internet, they share private information. People hear it and they're quick to go and copy and do something without having proper things set up. Because when I first came into this information I started learning back in 2015 and applying in 2018, but just with my experience and the rapport and conversations I've had with IRS agents, you need to have some type of dominion and understanding that, separate yourself from that illegus, that entity. I think that's key in foundation is comprehension more than anything. And that the 1099s are always going to go back to bonds and securities and stocks, because this is what this, you want to say United States, America is governed off its own money, so our we want to say signature or autograph is authentication. So we're giving authentication and authenticating these private documents every time we give away our autograph. So understanding that that's the real money and that's how we're supposed to be governing ourselves in the private. Federal Reserve notes are for Board of Governors. That has nothing to do with us. So when people say that our dollar is losing value, well, we're not the government. It has nothing to do with us. We the people on the land and soil jurisdiction, we're not losing any type of value. We are the walking currency.
Always
just by
have been.
our minerals. Yeah. Our substances, our minerals, our body. understanding that we come from the kingdom of God and not just a religious aspect, but we're talking about spirit. So
that's deep, right?
Yeah.
I like how you word things. But I want y'all to know, like, because I just want to say nothing against anybody who wants to work in the plantation or the employment field, right? But I want to say Rihanna is not in the plantation, correct?
No, I'm not in the plantation.
You're self-sufficient. That's a sovereign way of life, though. And even before you was even doing this in a private, you had your own private business.
That too. And on top of that, when I was in the working force, because when I came, this is how I came into this, so I started with my bank and then I discharged. That's how I first came into this with my loan from the U.S. Department of Education. So when I had reported, so it took me some time because when I had, sorry, my notifications are going off. But anyway, when I came into this information and, understanding how, these different transactions work and really, it's what you want to call sole prop or whatever, paying yourself, that entity that's paying you, that's really employed. But anyway, I'm not going to go into all that. But you can still utilize those 9-to-5s for your benefits. At the time back then, I didn't understand why the IRS kept sending me W-2Cs and W-3Cs when I had done my filing. Because before I ran into who I ran into, and she taught me the correct way of how to file. I still utilize that W-2 or reported W-2 for my benefit along with the 1099s. And so
you said you reported it as your benefit instead of them benefiting off it?
Huh?
Instead of them, you're reporting it as a benefit on a trust or something?
So when I say benefit, remember, so when we were chopping it up and I was looking on my transcript, because I ain't looked on my transcript. I don't know why I didn't check my transcript. But when I had filed back in 2018 for 2017, I still incorporated my W-2s. But at the time, I didn't correct them, though. And the IRS, and so when I was ordering my 1099s, I didn't order those at all. I didn't know what they were. And the IRS kept sending me them. Because at the time, Ms. Proctor had my check. And she told me I needed to make some corrections, which I never did at that time. You know what I'm saying? Right. So understanding that anything that's in any type of, so this is where I'm even learning. Shout out to my mentor, one of my mentor, Vince. But anyway, showing me, just breaking down the different ways of using the 1099B today. But the W-2, but the W-2, anything withheld is the credit back to you. Just saying.
We'll be back after a quick break.
There's no such thing to practice law. It's called a bar card or a British accredited registry card. They take an oath to uphold rules to the crown, which is in Britain. So there's no such thing to licensed practice law. If you look up Abraham Lincoln, he was a lawyer. He wasn't an attorney. So attorneys might have to be licensed, but there's no such thing as a licensed lawyer. Again, it's called a British accredited registry. It's part of a membership. It's like a fraternity, like the Freemasons or any other private club or community that you'd be part of, that you have to show your private membership. And this is what they do. Everybody go to onlyfans.com/Don Kilam. That's onlyfans.com/Don Kilam. That's DONKILAM. You can subscribe there and get access to Don Kilam University at donkilam.com. You can also follow me on the Instagram at DON_KILAM. Again, that's DON_KILAM. Much peace and love. I like that. Because I'm not sufficient in the WB at all. I'll be a lie if I say I am.
You said what, Don?
I'll be a lie if I say I was sufficient with the WB. Because literally, or the 1099B, my apologies, I said WB. Because literally, what I was doing at first, because you seen my method, and that's why I was comparing those with yours, because I liked yours better. I liked how everything came back. But with me, I was telling the IRS what to do, which letters to fill out, or which forms to fill out, and they was doing it after I did the 2848, did the power of attorneys and shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm telling you, I don't know if you agree or not, because you know everybody got their differences with the stuff we all utilize. We all got our own ways. So with that group, since I did my paperwork with them, I get different feedback. Like I get since I did my political status correction, all my IRS paperwork correctly, the way they did it on the land jurisdiction, I've been getting different feedback. Like they deal with me differently. I get shit. If they don't say it's approved, they'll just say received.
Yeah. I just didn't know how much the IRS was fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Right.
They people are scared and they shouldn't be.
Yeah. No, don't be scared of the IRS. Transparency is your best friend when dealing with them, and just being an honor and equity. The reason why I had took a little pause because my remedy, of course, you know, getting checks and stuff like that, but when you hit a certain tax bracket and you're dealing with certain forms, you know, trust, you know, privacy is the way to go, you know, and that's how they're going to respond to you better. So I learned that, you know, and just revamping some of my stuff right now because, you know, it's all about elevation. So I'm just really excited. Yeah.
I know every time we tap in with each other, it's elevation. That's why I like being connected with you.
Yeah, me too.
I want y'all to know when it comes to this.
You're hella intelligent. I know.
Hey, so are you though. That's why I love it. Like even the shit we disagree on or upset us, like we always like we agree on the shit. Like when we talk about public schools and shit, you're like, that's why I like your mind. Because there's certain things in the public that, even though the public and private don't mix, there's still things about the public that's just gonna get under our skin.
Yeah.
When you start understanding the private life, and the public education is the main one. So me and her had a conversation about that one night, and it was just so enlightening. Like we need to record our shit sometimes.
I agree because our conversations alone is a podcast.
No doubt. You're amazing. But you took your time, like you took your time to help me understand the land jurisdiction, because I thought I knew everything. To be honest with you, I thought I knew everything until I met Rihanna and y'all. Straight up. And I'm like, that's when I started taking notes.
Well, Don, you definitely showed a lot to me too. So, I mean, especially with the soul prop and dealing with the the list goes on. You know, and I like when we come together, the meeting of the minds, because, you know, it's just missing pieces, because it's hard to find people to talk about this type of stuff with, especially when you live it every day. You know, and there's no
right. You definitely live it, and I like how you're not scared, and you do rock a nationality identification or whatever. So I'm just throwing a little business out there because people ask me questions.
I love your card. Yeah, thank you for that.
Oh, the Choctaw one.
Yeah.
But you know how to utilize it correctly. People will be scared to utilize a nationality identification card.
Yeah. A lot of people do things and don't really understand why, you know, and I think it's okay, you know, especially gather information, because, you know, your foundation is key. So, and what I mean by that, whatever you come into, it shouldn't shake you off your core. It should add value. It shouldn't confuse you. And you shouldn't do things that you don't understand. You know, definitely. And if you're going to invest in something, invest to comprehend and not to just get something and do it. Because that's where a lot of people are fucking up.
What would you say your foundation is? So with me, I think the foundation, because what made me comprehend was when I first made my name an LLC.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was able to get different types of remedies and saying I'm not the name, but I work for the name. So for me, I like that as a foundation before I teach people public or private. So what would you say the foundation is for you?
Me, you know, dealing with the IRS and securities, you know, just history of America, and having the fundamental documents to, when you're expressing yourself, you know, nationality is how I came into it, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Me as well. When I realized I wasn't white or black, but I always thought I was mixed. So it made sense right away for me.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I'm like, I'm not white or black, but they still treat me like a nigga.
Right.
Hey, so damn, I forgot where I was going with that. Cause I like, oh yeah, so listen. So you brought it up. So with a beginner, because I do believe we have beginners on here. They can't necessarily jump. I wouldn't, this is just me personally. I would not advise someone to jump straight into learning securities. All right.
No.
And learn bonds. Maybe you on a different program, you're on a different speed, you got a whole different private education established that I don't know about. All right. But me personally, but how I learned it after the mortgage-backed securities, I looked into the asset-backed securities, then I went back to the courtroom because I'm trying to figure out how they're making their own bonds and how they're making their own securities without getting the medallion stamp. And that's when I realized they have their own CPA. And that's the clerk.
Man, Don, what you said about that yesterday, I was like, but it just makes so much sense. It just makes so much sense.
Yeah, so because I was like, how are they securitizing this shit? But they're doing it all in-house because the court is a bank.
First facts.
So, and I know that probably went over a lot of beginners' heads as well. But just listen to it 8-9 times, it'll make sense at the end of the day. I got somebody in here that's making sense too. Benjamin and Mayot.
Lady Prosperity and Banami.
Okay, so that makes sense to you, huh?
It makes perfect sense. I keep telling you we got to talk.
All right, because that's why I was trying to break down a letter of rogatory for my people, because that shows the whole securitization process in the courtroom. And so when you learn that, you set up your own tribe, you can do the same shit.
We already are a banker.
Right. And that's how me and Rihanna was talking last night. Listen, if you hit one of your court papers, because everything gets securitized through the district courts. So if you stamp it with a medallion stamp, they're gonna shut the whole case down. Instead of a notary, you get one of your paperworks, one of your court paperwork with a medallion stamp. They're not gonna be able to securitize it at all. But I mean, if you do your own paper, you do your own notaries and stamps as well on the back, they won't be able to process it either. But I would hit that bitch with a medallion stamp. Because if they push that through, that's definitely
okay. Don, I got a question about that. I do have a question about that because I went to go see, I got my medallion stamp on my certificate of identity, and I wanted to get it on another document, and she said she could only notarize that document. So how are you getting them through there?
It was the one with the Treasury?
I'm sorry?
The certificate of identity was the one with the Treasury?
Yes.
Was the other document with the Treasury?
You said no? No, the other document wasn't with the Treasury.
Yeah, so here's how I get shit off. Just keep you a Treasury form and have it with the paperwork, like this the cover letter for the paperwork. Because the medallion stamp is for transfer of the treasuries. Listen, man, I'm giving y'all some game right now.
Yes, you are.
But they're not supposed to be even read your shit, but it's just
I didn't talk to them. You see how you don't want to take accountability for a simple mistake? That's it, Amir. Just say my mistake.
Hold on, I didn't know who that was. That sounds like one of my babies.
So I did do that, right? I did do that. And what was told to me is this one can get a notary, but this one I can do a medallion stamp. I did do that though.
Yeah, so starting off, you can use notary starting off just to start the account off.
Okay.
But after you get the account together, it has to be all medallion stamps. Now that's when you're transferring things in the public. When you transfer things in the private, you do it just like the court. That's why you got certified financial statements.
I get it now.
Yeah, because can't nobody go against a certified financial statement.
Can I ask a question or do I raise the hand through the app?
You can go ahead. I didn't even plan this class. I just want to get everybody together.
Yeah, because it seems
I got some files for y'all. If y'all understand it, you don't. If you read it again, you feel me?
Okay, so I get it. I'm green to this world, right?
So read $1 million worth of game. I don't know if you read that, Rihanna.
I haven't read anything. I mean, I read Meet Your Straw Man. That's how I understand it.
All right, that's a good book to start with.
Can I ask my question?
It's worth $5. Yes, ma'am.
I could give you $5.
I'm talking about that Meet Your Straw Man. It's a $5 book, ain't it?
Yeah, it helped me understand.
It'll get you about $50 in life.
You need some bread. You don't let people talk, no? Okay,
Oh,
the question I have is, because I got caught in the morning. What I did do, I went down, I got a certified copy of the entire case. And it's just for an arraignment. Well, it's not for me, it's for my son. It's just an arraignment in the morning. But what I did, I went on, today is Wednesday, I went Monday and I got a certified copy of the whole case. And I went and got the postal stamps put on them. I put 50 cents on the bond because I had bonded them out because I know it's 50 cents for a bond according to the UPU. And then I put 10 cents on each page and I had them canceled out. What I didn't know, was I supposed to write on the back, like pay to the order U.S. Treasury or anything? I did have her file it in.
I got you. So look, I didn't even ask you what the case was. Shay, are you on the?
Okay, so because you want, because the question is, it's a misdemeanor. It's two, but it doesn't matter. It's two misdemeanors, and I bonded my son out back in December. So I'm over here trying to cram this information.
So listen, I got you. And send me your email. I'll give you my email address. Because if you want to file it yourself, you can.
Court is in the morning. Like court is literally in the morning. I gotta drive down.
All right, listen.
I'm in Atlanta.
Got you. Chill out. You stressing out. It's your
because but you're talking to somebody who's green. So I'm just. So I just want to ask that I want to ask you if I
got you. We gonna break this down. Shay, your son had felony gun cases, right?
I didn't ask.
You was stressing just like her, right?
I'm not stressed. I just want to ask.
So listen. First of all, you say, hey, can I get a 30-day extension for administrative remedy? I filed administrative remedy. I need 30-day extension.
But okay, I'm gonna ask that, but I need to know if I shot myself in the foot.
Listen, you ain't never stepped yourself in the foot. You can always amend the record, change the record, whatever.
Okay.
Listen, did your son kill somebody? Did your son kill somebody?
No, there's no injured party.
Then it's not even a real crime. You're not even supposed to be going to court.
And it's a judicial court, but of course he had got locked up, and I bonded him out, so he's out on bond. What I did, You
need to claim the bonds now. It's that simple.
Okay, can you just give me a minute? Remember, you mad experienced, and I'm not. I just want to finish the question first. May I?
I'm telling you, I can give you the remedy to get the fuck out the case. But now you about to make me have you get the fuck out my Zoom call. You know
I don't want to get out.
You send me your email, I'm gonna send you the case files. That's what I'm telling you. It's a misdemeanor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody else got any questions? Anyway, Ashay.
Thank you, Don.
Ashay.
Thank you.
I'm here.
Got a few questions.
So can we talk about the case? Real quick? Just tell us what happened. Tell the truth too. Anyways, she was stressed over her son gun case, even though she got rid of cases herself before. So I don't know why she was stressed the fuck out. But he wasn't tripping off it, so I don't know why she was. But anyways, I helped her with the paperwork. I told her, know the paperwork. He wasn't trying to put in the paperwork, but her ass made sure to get up in them people's faces. Hey, she said, this is my son. You gonna take this paperwork. And what happened when you kept getting in their face with the paperwork? Ashay.
They dismissed the case.
Come on, talk to me, man. I wish I had a round of applause. Everybody give her a round of applause. Her son was scared, but she was like, no, y'all not taking my nigga.
Clap it up. That's what I'm talking about, moms.
Hey, real shit. But all it is paperwork. I don't want to hear nothing extra.
Gotta make the paperwork.
I gotta go to court too. I told her don't go to court. But she was like, no, I'm going to court. I'm going to talk to him myself. You know what I mean? That's how it's got to be. And on the record, like, I mean, she's a Moor. We're going to say you a Moor. That's your nationality, correct, Ashay?
Excuse me?
But on the record, they was already having, like, the Jehovah's Witness lifestyle. So they was already private. Like, she already knew the game with the school, all that shit. Because you can be private in a public school. That's why I fuck with Ashay, because she knows this shit. Her parents raised her fucking as a Jehovah's Witness, so they ain't have to fuck with the government. She has not fucked with the government since she's been a kid.
Yeah, and none of my children are vaccinated. And if there's an outbreak inside the school, they call me to come pick up my children, and the rest of the children have to stay. None of the parents are able to go into the school. Yeah.
But that was in California, a fucking gun case. So y'all fucking know Don Kilam's methods. Fucking, well, I know what I'm talking about.
Definitely.
So if I'm trying to give you some free game, y'all got to be quiet.
Yo, can I have the email? I need the methods myself too, man. I got donations.
Yeah, man. So listen, put your email address in the chat. I'm on everybody. Phone. If you just got court issue, I will send you the templates for free. If you want me to do them for you, it's gonna cost a fee. As simple as that. I give everybody the Word is Bond book for free, and that's the instructions for the fucking court, the court templates that I hand out. Now, Rihanna might have a different way. She handles court cases too. I go after the GSA bonds, and I send that shit to the IRS as well. I'm assessing the tax. If they talking about their public service, I need to see the form 990s. If you fucking government official, I use Trinity versus Pagliaro, because if you're in a private, using private trust, you use case law. And Trinity versus Pagliaro says that it's either an attorney or a witness. You can't be an attorney and a witness. You can't be a public servant and a witness. So all that shit is not even admissible evidence.
There goes that.
Hey, Don.
There's a question in here that I was looking at of somebody. They said they told somebody not to show up. Well, before you do that, do a special appearance and send it to private chambers before you do that, and express your incorrect status on as you as the defendant.
And I'm going to say this: it depends on the jurisdiction, because I want y'all to know. I usually send paperwork in and don't show up. I'm just going to be honest. And I don't have any issues, but there is certain jurisdictions that don't give a fuck about none of that. They will issue an FTA on your ass, and they'll worry about the consequences later. Just to see if you know what the fuck you doing for real.
Yeah,
like the jurisdiction I'm in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all know. Polk County. You can even ask Kevin Gates. Polk County is like this. This is where Kevin Gates got hit. Polk County, Florida. Now I got court there tomorrow.
No.
Hey Don, does that work for workman's comp?
What you mean?
Like if you have a court case for workman's comp.
Which I wouldn't use this on a workman's comp court case. Are you trying to collect a check?
Yeah.
Man, get that check, buddy. I wouldn't file nothing unless shit don't go your way.
Bet.
You feel me? But there's always gonna be funds involved, so I would cash in on the bonds either way if shit don't go your way. And then I would ask for people's like, hey, where's your delegation of authority? Where's your oath of office? Prove that you're a licensed attorney, all that other shit. Maricopa, they asked about Maricopa County. I helped somebody with a Maricopa County case. The warrant still shows up because they don't want to go to court at all. So I help them with their paperwork. It's really a business partner of mine. When they get pulled over, the warrant doesn't show up. But if you look it up online, it still says they have a warrant. A warrant. It shows they missed court.
You got somebody with their hand up. Tara's the name is Tara. I can't say the last name.
All right, I see it. What's up, Tara?
Hey guys, how are you? I just want to say thank you, Dom. It's Investing Possibility from IG. So I have court tomorrow, and it's a family case. And from all the stuff that you guys are learning and are teaching and everything, I'm pre-trial. It's a pre-trial hearing. So I am looking to get the case dismissed and file all the proper paperwork.
It's a family case for what? Like custody?
Yeah.
You're looking to get it dismissed with the father?
It's with DCF.
Oh, DCF? You need to get baby Andy.
I need to get it.
You can ask Rihanna L too, because she's the doula. I didn't even give her an introduction or nothing. I apologize, man.
I love a good. Just keep me low.
She's a doula. She gives birth to people.
Thank you. I sent you my email.
So I want you to know that I have this custody case. It's not with DFS, but I guess it could be with the state because my child's mother she's not represented by anybody else. But the baby land deeds seem to get me whatever I want within the court. I don't know how you feel about that, Rihanna L. I do not identify with my kids. I do have LLCs or DBAs with my kids' name under my LLC name that own that. But baby land deeds on the private or patents and nativity, family Bible records, create your own affidavit of birth. These things, that's what I would authenticate before I authenticate a birth certificate.
Oh, the baby land deed.
Yes, or patent and nativity. You can buy these online now.
Just go online and buy the baby.
Yeah, you can look up patent and nativities. No, so Rihanna, I don't know how you feel about it because you know where I go.
What? Feel about what?
My baby land deeds on the land jurisdiction.
What about it?
That's where I go.
Oh yeah, the land that's cool. That's all jurisdiction. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna put their information in the chat.
The land is sole jurisdiction, but I mean, you know what I
want you to know she can explain it better than them to you though.
But what I've seen, with you is just little mini express trust that you depending on what you're. That's what I've been noticing. Even said that.
So so with DCFS, they didn't understand what I meant when I said my child's name's a DBA, doing it like that. But when I brought up the baby land deeds, they started acting different.
Mm-hmm.
So I did put, if y'all look in the chat, I did put a website in there. They'll get you a baby land deed.
Oh, you're talking about the assembly?
Yeah, the assembly.
Good people.
So what I do is use their paperwork to create my own assembly. That's really all I do. But the thing is, they come to you. So that's why I like them too.
We'll be back after a quick break.
In a world where the tax system can seem overwhelming, one book is here to guide you towards financial empowerment. Introducing The Capitalizing Namepreneur, Unleashing the Power of Tax Credits by best-selling author Don Kilam. Are you looking to demystify the complexities of taxes and harness the power of tax credits? The Capitalizing Namepreneur provides an understanding of effectively utilizing your tax credits. Discover the secrets behind setting up a tax firm, understanding the strawman name, protecting your assets, and navigating the implications of the Social Security Trust Fund. Don Kilam's expertise shines through every page. It's like having a personal financial advisor by your side. Get your copy of The Capitalizing Namepreneur today and unlock the power of tax credits to enhance your financial well-being. Order your copy now and take control of your tax strategies. The Capitalizing Namepreneur, Unleashing the Power of Tax Credits by Don Kilam. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.
Yeah, the land is sole jurisdiction, because that's why I keep saying when we were mentioning foundation is, the history.
So I restructured everything I do and made this my foundation. With these people right here. I swear. I swear.
Don, do you have the recording we did a while ago?
I do. I'll give it to everybody in the class. I only recorded some of it though. Like I think I got the full land jurisdiction, but not the OID class.
Yeah, because I think when we were at that time, I think
you were showing me all of this, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it then.
Yeah, I mean, I started helping people on the land and sole jurisdiction because it's great. You know what I mean? Like, I think people just get, they find out what's going on and they feel like they're being wronged, and they talk about contracts and stuff like that. And, they want to live off the grid, which is great, but it's just so much money out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just leaving on the table. So,
right. So the only thing they teach you unincorporated association, they really don't want you. I do operate with LLCs and the public and holding companies. They stray against that. So that's where we differ. They don't really want you using the Social Security number. I like to use it. Like I said, you make the straw man your employee. And Shay taught me this. She was claiming sick pay. She showed me how to claim sick pay for the employee and the employer. If you offer sick pay, that's a tax credit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know that.
Somebody is in the chat. I'm checking the chat.
Henry. It's Henry. What's up, man?
Yo. So bro, this was about I know we all over, all this information is gold. But you started out, you were saying the foundation is making the name the LLC. So that's where I'm at. Like I want to just right there, like
that's me. And you gotta start somewhere, but it really goes with your basic understanding because you know, my other business partner, he kept telling me it took us about 6 months to hang out when I understand why he was making the unincorporated association his main foundation. Because he was just like the ministry trust is just too much paperwork. Unincorporated associations, 2 or 3 documents. All you need is your laws or your bylaws, a mission statement, and an EIN paperwork.
Okay, I'm following.
You don't have to incorporate it with the Secretary of State at all. It's considered a faith-based organization, FEO. It still falls under like 508c1a rules though, but you don't have to. It's private.
All right. All right. I got a lot more studying to do, but thank you.
Yeah, and then political status correction that could to a lot of people, nationality is the order at the end of the day. So in the Moors, that's where they want you to start. But like Rihanna, like we talk about patents of nativity. People don't know about patents of nobility. Noble Juan had a patent of nobility. He was a noble. The United States cannot hand those patents out. They cannot hand those titles out.
Right.
When you figure out who you are, you can hand them out, though.
You sure can.
For real. And
this is amazing. We got our baby Landies for our grandbabies yesterday, and you don't even know.
Congratulations.
Beautiful.
We waiting on one more person out of 6. We're done.
Hey, she takes orders pretty well. Like she knows how to take the directions and go do it. She's like one out of 100.
This is the thing, right? Because I could care less. I've had so many offers. If you're not willing to be 10 toes in the dirt, I can't rock with you.
That's it.
I can't. I'm not gonna do it for you. I can't speak for you. I can write you a cold notice, demand letter, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know how to spit it, I don't know what else to say.
I'm glad we got to reconnect because I still have old students asking me, "How's Rihanna?" I haven't heard from her.
No, I'll be having so many people hit me up. Hey,
you remember World Peace 92? I don't know his real name, but I just know he be dropping them donations. Hey, he'd be like, man, World Peace 92. It's an OG of the game.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you remember him.
No.
He's still rocking me. He hit me up. Marla, what's up? Let's see what's up with Marla. She got her hand raised. I see y'all got y'all's hand raised. I'm gonna go through this. I ain't never done this before.
Bring that balance.
I asked the question in the chat, but what I'm very new, very green, just came in here. But I have a little bit of understanding. My husband is retiring military, disability, the whole 9 yards. He thinks he's gonna be high on the hog and when he doesn't have to work. But if we go private, is he still, are we letting all of that go for the greater good?
Yes. Listen, this is me right here. I'm not in that situation though. So this is just me speaking on other people's experiences, okay?
Okay.
So let me just tell you, I helped somebody out with their business. They had a healthcare facility and they needed people to get approved for Medicaid so they didn't have to pay for it. So what we would have to do is sell everything to the family trust.
Okay.
So the assets is not being used against the personal Social Security number. That didn't get approved for Medicaid. So anything he does or attaches, you can either keep it in your name or y'all just create a family trust and just pledge it to the family trust.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It kind of makes sense. But am I hearing you say only one of us is going to go private?
No, you could both. It's the family. You work for the family now.
Okay.
But to keep his assets from anything affecting him.
Okay.
So if he has any type of assets, just put it in a family trust. That way, it's not even you don't have to mention this on any type of ledger, asset sheet, nothing. If you got money coming to you, donations, whatever, put it in the family trust. Then it can never be used against him.
Okay. And just really quick, as we are creating this, we have adult children. So are we bringing our adult children under our umbrella, or are we creating the individual for each adult child's family?
So with me personally, I make my children, they're going to acquire positions of the family trust.
Okay.
Does that make sense? And I don't make them beneficiaries at all, because there's always a beneficiary tax involved. If I'm just handing over trust positions, that's going to make the trust last forever, especially if it's irrevocable.
Okay. So you prefer irrevocable over revocable
when it comes to the family trust, but in the public to move differently, I do use living trust, because if I even mention living in a courtroom, the case is going to be dismissed.
Okay. And does that matter with spouses of those adult children?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay. They come in under the same umbrella?
It's just whatever you want to put in the trust. And Shay, if you want to speak on this, because she does have a trust as well. She has a family trust. She got the non-discretionary. She got we was talking about it today. If you're still there, Shay.
I'm all ears, Shay.
I was trying to unmute. Yeah. I have the trust. I'm still using it. So the irrevocable trust. So that's where you place things that you want to keep in the private. So you don't want to mix with your living trust. Like you don't want to put private information inside your living trust. So that's where you'll use your irrevocable trust to keep those assets protected. So it is a big difference.
Here's the name of her trust: the non-grantor irrevocable complex discretionary spendthrift trust.
Love it.
That's the private trust, though. That's just for the family now.
Okay.
Tell them how much you pay for your trust, Shay.
A little bit over 5,000.
Okay.
Well, we'll get you together for the loan.
Yeah.
I got a question, Don. Can you hear me?
Yes. And you hold on. And what else do you do, Shay? You doing taxes? I want you to bring up what you do, what you was talking about today, what we talked about today. Break it down real quick.
Yeah, basically I was talking about how when people first file their taxes, like they put them under a cash method of accounting. So you only can do like single entries, and it's only good for cash expenses and income. But when you accrual method of accounting is the same accounting that the banks use. So you're able to do the double book entry. So you would do a ledger and have a ledger for all your accounts, and anything that you put in, anything that you received is going to be a credit. Anything that went out, it would be a debit. So you just want to make sure that you're double booking. So whatever you did with your expenses, if it's a credit card, you want to make sure your ledger is accurate on it. So at the end of the year, once you do your taxes, that's where the IRS will balance out your books. So that's where your 1099As, your Bs, your Cs, and all of those things go into place, because under the accrual method of accounting, it allows you to track inventory and your like your clothes, your anything that you have inside your house, your contracts, your loans. And when you use a cash method, it don't allow for those transactions so you don't get an accurate reading of your business status. So with the accrual method, it ties in. So that's where you basically do a gross receipt test. And if you haven't made over 26 million in the last 3 years in sales, then that's where you will fall up under the accrual method. So we haven't actually been, using the accurate filing, the accurate accounting method. So we actually supposed to be doing our own booking. So then at the end of the year, when we file our taxes, it'll tell us what we're owed. So that's where the IRS comes in and balance out your books. So you'll always be owed something because the accounts are never balanced because you, like, for instance, like when you apply for a credit card, the application, your signature, those type of things you will never get back. You won't ever be able to balance that out. So that's where the IRS comes into play with the accrual method of accounting, just to be brief about it.
Hey, that was a lot. Did you catch that, Rihanna? Hey, that was $1 million with the game if y'all was listening. She's
for
switching.
real.
Hey, listen. Hey, this for my niggas out there, for nigga terms, because I attract my niggas too. You tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong, Shay. You switching the bookkeeping, you changing the bookkeeping. I got the form too. Can we give them the form?
Yes, go ahead.
The form 3115. Because it doesn't matter. You got to fill these blanks in, okay? And don't you have your own tax firm? Your own private tax firm, Shay?
Yes, I do.
All right, so let me show everybody what this is. Why she is so important. She can show up on, like I said, she showed up on her son's court case and got the shit dismissed. Understand, enrolled agents, that's the same status as a CPA or an attorney. You don't need no bar card. You don't need to be no accountant. All you have to do is get something called a PTIN. What it costs you? $30, Shay?
Yes.
Enrolled agent status is the highest credential the IRS awards. This is in The Capitalizing Namepreneur as well, the book by Don Kilam, by the way.
Love that book.
Hey, it made me feel so good when she said she liked it. So you said form 3115.
Correct. And it also ties in with your estate. And if you have a trust.
So here's how me and you was talking about it. I would file this on a court case. Hey, you hear me, Rihanna? I would file this shit on a court case.
Yeah.
I would file this shit on my debt.
Oh yeah, that form right there. I am familiar with that form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I use it for different stuff. But I was like, she's using it for bookkeeping. It never made sense to me until she just broke it down. She broke down some Gene Keaton shit.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up, whole different level.
Go on, sis.
So she's saying she's switching the bookkeeping from cash bookkeeping, where you can only do a single bookkeeping, to double bookkeeping, just like they do.
Mm-hmm. And it requires you to report incoming revenue and expenses that haven't been, even if it haven't been paid to you. So you able to, record everything. You can get accounts payables, liabilities, assets, inventory, all incoming revenue. And you get where the IRS get a better understanding for your profitability.
And so what's a PTIN? That's a personal tax identification number. So you can file taxes. You want to get that if you have your own private tax firm or anything like that, because you don't want to, even in the public, they go to H&R Black, Jack and Hewitt. You don't want to say you're filing your own taxes. Put it like that. But enrolled status is the highest when we talk about status correction, and everything's taxes. When you understand that, you want to become an enrolled agent.
We'll be back after a quick break.
In a world where borders can limit opportunities, one book dares to challenge the norm and empower foreign nationals like never before. Introducing Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by best-selling author Don Kilam. Did you know there is a difference being a citizen and national? This is for foreign nationals seeking to expand their horizons. Do you dream of obtaining a diplomatic passport and the freedom it brings? Don Kilam reveals the secrets to unlocking diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Discover why you are already a foreign national, learn the steps to obtain a diplomatic passport, and explore how you can be recognized by numerous nations on your diplomatic journey. Most never knew they could have diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. This book is a game changer for anyone seeking freedom and recognition on the international stage. Get your copy of Can't Touch This today and embark on a journey towards diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Order your copy now and unlock the power of diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. Can't Touch This, Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National like Don Kilam. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.
I gotta book some time, Don, because we just bought a house for $820,000 last year, and I've got to get this beast gone. It's got to come out of my name.
Let's go.
Let's
go. Make it happen. I need me if it's FHA loan, I wouldn't get rid of it.
No, it's not.
No, they only go up to 800,000.
Yep, it's not. It's not.
So I do just real quick. This is a little off subject, but with FHA loans, you get a conventional loan after a year, and then you just get rid of that motherfucker because you can just keep getting FHA loans. You just keep transferring that shit.
Well, it'll be a year in March.
Let's go. All right, Marla. Back to your question.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
I got a question since we're on the topic of taxes and stuff like that. For people who are doing like just regular W-2s and stuff, is there any insight or game you could drop on that as far as like filing?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's what attracted me to a Shay out the gate, because she amends your 1040s and she creates that sole prop for you and makes you a household employee and runs up that bag for you. You get the tax back that way. Am I right, Shay, or am I wrong?
You're right.
You know?
So you're right.
So you got to understand, even if your car is still in your personal name, if you got your name as a sole prop, we can still get that tax credit on the 1040 either way. And I'm by my understanding with Rihanna L, she filed some stuff as a foreigner with a 1040. You know, you can still be a foreign status on with a 1040. There's ways to do that. So that's why I was really rocking with her method, because when you understand this entity is not you, you can control it. Make it work for you, put it in your government, make it go to your court, whatever the fuck they do, you can do. Does that make sense? Like, we got you. Y'all never heard of it? You don't think they securitize your baptismal certificates? Y'all heard of baptismal certificates, right? Y'all know y'all can use baptismal certificates as identity.
Yeah.
This can get you out of a court case as well, but I want you to know the church is still securitizing those agreements. Shit.
Can you drop any knowledge about the WABEN? I've been like hearing people talk about it. I haven't really like been able to find anybody who talks about it in the perspective on the private, or just on the public private type time.
We just talked about that today in a private call with one of our students, me and Rihanna. So, do you utilize the WABEN? He's talking about the WABEN. Do you utilize it at all?
No, I haven't utilized it just yet.
Okay, so I'll show you guys why I utilize it. Let me see.
And if you could kind of talk about it, because I'm on here from my phone, or like calling in, because it's like 100 people in this call, so I can't see what you're talking about.
Oh, it's all good. So you can't get into class. I only pay for the 100 people. That sucks. I bet people mad they can't.
You're on the
get
free
in.
trial.
No, I actually pay for this.
No, I'm just joking with you.
That's how I'm recording the call.
Don.
Hey, what's that?
I finished everybody's today.
Everybody's what?
The affidavit and WABEN.
Okay, let's go. I use this. This is how I get my homies out of taxes and shit. But I fill out a affidavit of foreign or non-taxpayer affidavit as well. So I was first introduced to this.
You say you fill out affidavit of what? Can you say it one more time?
Affidavit of foreign status or non-taxpayer affidavit. That's like the cover letter. So with the WABEN, this one's showing as an individual disregarding entity. It's saying under 8 USC 1408, they're a national. So this one is invoking codes. This is coming from the W-4 termination, so getting out the W-4 termination status. But the question they was talking about, they was asking me was the identification number. So under number 6, the U.S. taxpayer identification number, if you have a foreign 98 number, you can put the foreign 98 number right there. Now, I've seen people getting a passport with putting a birth certificate filing number right there, saying it's a business because it's a business, it's a sole trader. That means you hold stocks in something. But whatever makes sense to you. And I want to show y'all this code too. 8 USC.
You said in the foreign tax identification you could put birth certificate or what else?
Your birth certificate filing number or an EIN number showing your name was a business. Now under 8 USC 1408, because it's going to ask you on man, where'd it go? Under number 2, country of incorporation, you put your state. You put your state name. And then you put 8 USC 1408. I'm a national but not a citizen of the United States at birth.
8 USC 1408.
Does that make sense to you, Rihanna L?
Mm-hmm. Sure does.
You said you're gonna put your state where it says I certify that the beneficiary is a resident.
Your country is your state. Your state is your country. America is a continent. Say it with me. America is a continent. It's not a country.
America's a continent.
Okay. We going back to the 2nd grade with that one. See, you was too busy doing the Pledge of Allegiance. If you was Jehovah's Witness and didn't do the Pledge of Allegiance, you would have been taking no studying that part right there.
Geography.
Demographics is the graph of demons. All right.
I got
Marla, Samuel, Minister Phoenix, AJ. I got a lot of people with their hands up. I'm just gonna go through the list, man. Marla.
No, I'm sorry. I'll take it back down. Go ahead.
All right. What's good, Samuel?
Yes, sir. I have a question. So I know you know Derek Whitehead, right? I mean, I know you follow him. I just wanted to kind of get some insight on what do you think about buying seasoned aged shelf corps and then attaching LLCs to it? What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, if you get a good shelf corp, it's good because it's an age corporation. So if you're using it to get business credit, it's good. If you can acquire it correctly and they transfer ownership or management to you correctly, then you're good to go. I would utilize it. And then you could just make it like a holding company or just make a contract or attach an LLC. Yes, I would. Or just do a DBA.
Yeah, that's what I found out about too. I know you had also mentioned before I let you go. I know you had mentioned before as well that you had filed exempt throughout the years when you were a W-2 employee. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? Like, how did that work? Like, how did you do that?
What was that?
So I'm not sure if I heard this correctly, but on one of your previous podcasts, I know you had mentioned that like you never filed like when you were a W-2 employee, you always filed exempt on your taxes. And
yeah, I never had no issues with it. Yeah, I always filed exempt.
I did too.
My mama told me to. She said, "Shit, I did what my mama told me to do." So at the end of the day, that's family law. I would have blamed it on my mama.
Okay, that's my only questions I had. Honestly, you're a good.
I mean, yeah, she told me I always filed exempt. She said I never made enough to have IRS to take anything out. My mama told me this. So how are you going to go against your mama?
For real?
I see you. Okay.
Listen, literally. I want you to know I've been living the private life. I've always done what I was told. My mama, my grandma, they have been on a whole different level. My mama still acts stupid to this. But my grandma knew everything. As I got older, my grandma explained everything to me before on her deathbed about the birth certificate and why she never paid bills.
Wow.
And Ashay said the same thing. She always filed exempt, and she worked with the government system for 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? I might be more years, Ashay. She worked with the government. So
how did y'all do the exemption?
You just write exempt in the box. I'm exempt to this bullshit.
What if it's electronic? Because that's where I fucked up at. Shit.
Well, you can always amend it. Even you go to whoever took your forms, and if they don't do it correctly, write to the IRS yourself. I had a job when I started learning this stuff. I was working for a plasma company. I was a phlebotomist, and I started learning this stuff. I told them I wanted to redo my paperwork, and I was able to contract with them, make them take an EIN number.
Damn, I gotta get with you, Don. I was just in Orlando.
Yeah, so you can look at that. So I did put a link. I'm giving everybody a link, especially if y'all put y'all's email address in the memo box, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody put y'all's email address in the memo box. I'm giving y'all a link.
I sent my email to your DM.
Yeah, that's cool too. However you got this class info, you can send me your email. So I'm putting the link in the chat again. So with this link, you can go to the W4T book. Oh shit, let me pull back up. It says W4 termination guide. And when you learn, you always working for yourself. The name has always been a sole proprietorship. It just depends on who's got the beneficial interest.
Right.
Because when you claim ownership, that means liability. So you got to be careful with the ownership. I don't ever say this is my name. No, I work for the name. He still owes me money. That motherfucker. That's how I talk about it. Straight up. So the first time I ever heard about this form was from someone called Patrick Devine.
Patrick
Devine. And
what's the form called?
W4T. You have to search it out, find it, create your own. You can't create your own documents, and the IRS will take them.
I love the IRS.
I love the IRS too. And that's what I loved about Rihanna. She was the first one that can validate my IRS agent. They gave me a case manager, or what's it called? It gave me a manager.
Crazy. It's a what do they call them? It's a case, like a.
I was just looking at my paperwork today too. I got it all in the storage unit.
Special case manager or something like that. Miss Proctor, bro, I'm so
account manager or something. I don't know. You got to understand the private sector. This is all y'all have to do is do a simple Google search. That's why I tell people, man, y'all still going
back
to the public banks are owned by the government first and foremost. Know this. If you understand that the state is a private corporation, they're creating their own bank forms. You can create your own bank forms too. Rihanna said you are your own bank.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We are really the banks. I mean, they're not even banks, but that's another day. We can.
Secondly, if you're using a Social Security number, it says on the back not to be used for identification purposes.
It says it in the application. Shit.
So what are you using it for then?
It's
the bank's a securities transfer agent.
Wow. That's crazy. We don't read. That is so crazy. We don't read.
I know. It's my niggas, man.
That's sad.
Do y'all see this? The private sector is the part of the national economy that is not under direct government control. Now, I was raised in Missouri. I was born in Illinois, raised in Missouri. So I was raised around Amish people in Amish stores. They do have stores. So how do they operate? How are they working? Do you think they're taking taxes out the Amish people's checks? These are real people. So you got to understand, there is part of a private sector community.
Mm-hmm.
Non-governmental private sector company. When you're filling out this is called a workers verified affidavit and known as a terminate form W4 agreement. When you're filling out these tax forms, you're gifting over your labor as an asset, because the only thing they can control is you now, because they're under bankruptcy law. And this is what I tell people all the time. Y'all sitting here bringing up codes and statutes, consumer law, all this is bullshit. Mm-hmm. Ain't they under bankruptcy law? We talking about accounts like let me pull this back up. And Shay was talking about change the accounting. The reason why that makes sense to me is because that's part of my dispute process. Because when I'm disputing, I'm bringing up the GAAP principles, the generally accepted accounting principles, because every time they extend you credit, they have to open up an account, especially if they're a public company. And so they're either under GAAP rules or they're under bankruptcy rules. Y'all keep sitting there. Debtors argue codes and statutes.
Dang. Wow.
In the private, we'll argue case law before anything. Rihanna L says that's foundation. Read the instructions. Let's go. Trustee trading 101. That's why I don't like dealing with the public, because y'all don't read. And I don't like dealing with the public because they don't problem solve. They don't know how to think outside the box. She said that's foundation. Read the instructions. I'm about to sign up for your class, Rihanna.
I mean, the 2848, you can about 3 ways you can utilize that, right? For someone else, to gain control, and to revoke previous powers of attorney, right? So when we're dealing with accounts,
Don't you want your name on there first?
Yeah, that's why you would do the POA.
Okay.
And, with the supporting affidavit, and then I would revoke power of attorney from companies or corporations that you have contracted with. I would do it with the state. I'll do it with the county. I'll do it with the sheriff.
Can you talk a little bit more about that, revoking POAs?
She said the sheriff.
Go ahead. Hello?
I don't know if I'm supposed to talk, but it's just talking about the POAs. I know you're talking about revoking POAs. I've heard of that before. Can you talk a little bit more? Like, of course, I assume that if you're doing this, your status is in the correct situation. So, how are you doing these for like your banks and stuff like this?
What do you mean how I'm doing it? So I would fill it out. Okay, so before I even do that, because the sister had made a comment, if you actually go look at the 2848 instructions and Control F, and you type in revoke, it'll show you what to do and what to say. And so, with these companies, like your bank, for example, you would box 1, right? We're dealing with the illegates. So you would type that information in. But before you do the revocation of the other ones, you want to take power of attorney first, right? So you would put it in box 1, your revocable, irrevocable trust, whatever you feel comfortable with, and whatever you got set up. Okay. Box 3, you'll put in the different forms and the different forms and the different things that you would be accessing, or different transactions you'll be doing for that in Legus, or the different transactions that in Legus is done that you're now taking power of control over. All right. It's not in front of my face, but anyway, so I mean,
speaking from your head,
I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but you want to take control. You want a supporting power of attorney with that affidavit, along with other forms with that. So I mean, as far as your question, I don't know exactly what you're looking for besides me.
Yeah, I know the question was vague, but that was enough. That was enough right there that I can go back and I could do more research myself. But I understand what you're saying though. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll just to add to that, he was talking about the revocation of power of his attorney. You unknowingly have handed over your power through verbal agreements, terms and conditions, just signing things.
Mm-hmm.
So this is important to update the people who's at the total the top of the totem pole.
Read 8821 form too, brother. with that 2848.
What was that?
Tell them to read 8821, Form 8821 with that.
I'm about to check it out.
Even 231, Treasury Form 231.
I need y'all to know that. So the IRS is the bookkeepers. I see it, the 8821. It says it goes with the Form 4506T and the Form 56.
4506T is transcript.
Request for transcript. Yeah, I'm saying, well, I looked it up, the 8821, that's what popped up. And then Form 8043.
Yeah,
it's
basically refund. Giving more authorization. The 8821 is a
hey,
form
so
that goes with the 2848.
You remember you asked me about the abatement process, which I've helped people do the abatement process as well. But check this out. I ain't never seen this form in my life, the Form 843. So that would make sense. So if you would abate a court case, you can claim the credits through this with the 843.
Yeah, that form, I'm familiar with that form.
That shit's hard. Just learned something new today.
Hey,
straight up. Everything is tax credits. Tax credits is lawful money. Minister Phoenix had his hand up. I'm trying to go through these people.
Peace and light.
Peace and
Thank
love.
you so much. Peace and love. I had a couple questions about status correction. I'm going through your university, and I really appreciate everything and how well it's organized. Am I using my birth name on those documents, or if I have a new name on my birth certificate and everything, am I using my new name?
So I want you to know I have done status correction lots of different ways, but what's getting me the most progression in life is using a birth name for status correction.
Okay. So I'm not putting my new name on it at all? Oh, sorry.
I mean, if that's who you want to hand it down to, as long as you got some type of proof through your tribe, that's who you are. Like with Rihanna L, she could prove that she's a Choctaw. She could prove that she's a Moor. She knows how to stand on this information. So that's the only thing. And putting the right people on notice who the new DBA is, or who whatever you want to call your spiritual name.
That makes sense.
You know, you can have the church with a baptismal certificate. You know, with Moors, we become L's and Babes. And that's our royal title.
Yep. Yeah, I'm an L. I appreciate that.
With them, they make you a Mr. or a Mrs. That's a slave title. That's actually like a low title. And from a low English title. Because you have Mr., Mrs., then you have Lords. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. And then so like you, I was born in a different state than what I reside in right now. Am I putting these documents on record where I'm residing at, or in my birth state, or both?
So if you go to the website that I showed you earlier, they'll handle that for you. They'll tell you where to send
awesome. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I recommend first your birth state, because that's where the birth certificate was.
They made me an Illinoisian, even though the address I used was I did it in Nevada and Florida, but they when you look me up on the website, it still says I'm an Illinoisian.
Okay, that was another question. Thank you so much for answering those. So then our appellation, Minister Phoenix is my appellation. That's not going anywhere on this status correction documentation, correct? We're just pretty much using the name that is on.
But you can create public identification, so to make sure they address you as your minister, And the same way with your car, all of that, you should have credentials showing that's a church car or for your ministry, part of your ministry, because no one wants to steal from the church. Nobody wants to rob from God.
And can I
you
say
said you filed?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, please go ahead.
No, please, no, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I just something real quick. You said you did yours, Don, in Nevada and Florida. Why?
Because I'm out here. So Nevada's a whole different jurisdiction. So if people don't know, the mob created Nevada. Las Vegas was created by Bugsy Siegel. They got a lot of different little cities, just like where I'm at now in near Orlando. Walt Disney Corporation and Walt Disney created these cities that I'm staying in. These are man-made cities, and you can create your own city too. So when you understand that the rules are a little bit different, it's all private jurisdiction or unincorporated jurisdictions. So that's these are the places I like to be, the private communities, unincorporated jurisdictions. Laws are a little bit different. I hope that makes sense.
Copy that.
You know, you got to understand, just like the states, this is all jurisdictions, man. This is all man-made created shit, man. You put it on a piece of paper. All it is on a piece of paper. It's written down somewhere, and they got people to believe it through their education or indoctrination. All right, we got AJ. AJ had his hand raised, or she, he. AJ, what's good?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, I was trying to find out what's the best way to get the QSIP number to my child support case and securitize it.
You're going to have to get a private broker or a broker, you know, people that know how to tap into those things.
Oh, okay. What's your suggestion on securitizing that?
I got my own private community, bro. I don't know you. Have a good day. Simple as that. You got to know somebody how to get the QSIP numbers. Yeah, you get a securitization audit on anything. I want y'all to know that. Y'all can type in, look, literally, I'm going to show y'all because I don't want y'all to think I just go brush them off, man. But I don't answer those questions. That's definitely for a private conversation. But as you can see, I finally signed in on here. That's an Illinoisian that got me as. Now look, when you do a simple search, and I help people do this on a daily. The lowest I found it is called securitization audit. Lowest I found is like $600. So when you understand ABSs, when you understand which is asset-backed securities, when you understand mortgage-backed securities, you get something called a security audit. Bloomberg securitization loan audit. You see the shit does cost. That way you have an affidavit that goes along with your QSIP number. And they'll show up in court if anything goes wrong on your behalf. I'm telling you, I've been using this with my students since like 2019. Let me see, I'm about to find you a securitization audit. So y'all know it's real.
So with those, like, I may, let me know if I go back and do some more research, but what are you doing with those securitization audits?
It's evidence. You get the now you got the QSIP number so you can claim the securities. And this is what the securitization audits look like.
Court? You have to take all these people to court to do this?
Yes. You file the complaints with the right people. How else are you going to get access to them? You're going to have to put it, because these are, they don't register them correctly anyways. And this is the whole fraud. They give you everything. The security asset-backed receivables, who the depositor is, who the servicer is, who the responsible party is, who the loan performance advisor is, who the supposed trustee is, the securities administrator, who's the custodian, with all the mortgage pass-through certificates. You want all of that so you can get the QSIP numbers. And that way, you know, with this information right here, because this was for a mortgage. Now I'm able to do the 1041, the 1099A, 1099 OID, and then the form 1066. because you're the investor. The 1066 is a U.S. real estate mortgage investment conduit. All bills are prepaid.
Hey, Don.
What's that? Peace.
Can't you use peace and love? You can use Dun and Dun Broad Street correct to look up all the people that you're going after.
Yeah, but that's not going to access and show you real securities, because if you're claiming securities, you're going to have to show and tell.
But you're
going to have to run your own type of audit.
Okay, another way you can do it as well is open up a miscellaneous account through the Federal Reserve and then take it, just turn it into civil the next day. First get the QSIP number, then turn it to civil the next day, and then you go from there and wait. I mean,
you're talking about grabbing securities, dude.
Okay.
You're talking about going after securities you already paid. You talking about something totally different.
Okay.
I also know with those securitization audits, if that Bloomberg report on there, the QSIP is on the Bloomberg report.
Yes, all the QSIPs are on the Bloomberg report. It's going to show you exactly where the securities are set. That way you can claim the portion that's yours, because these are bundled home loans. It's only a portion of it's yours anyways. We got some more questions. Do you want to add anything to that, Shay, Rihanna? Because I know both of y'all know a little something about that. It says to find your QSIP, you got to have an open case in the courts. Not necessarily. If you know what you're looking for, you can get your QSIPs just like that. But if you have a Series 6 and Series 7's license, you have access to these things.
Oh, okay. So you basically should have a stock worker, like they get pulled up.
The brokers know how to access this. Yes, that's if you're doing a securitization audit done. That's done by real actual brokers.
Okay.
And these are anybody that's supposed to be having public securities. And the private, you can't run no audit on them like this.
But there's two sides. You got to have a broker information.
Yeah, with the silver, that's going to be private.
Okay. Thank
Notes get every time you get a note in the mail, that shit gets securitized.
Absolutely, because it's coming anytime it comes through the PO office, it's securitized. It got a security bond number on it.
So how I learned about it was called MBSs, mortgage-backed securities. It's the same thing as ABSs. You look up ABSs. ABSs is asset-backed securities, such as, and then types of mortgage securities are going to be passed through trust. Your payments go through trust. Just like if you used to pay your attorney. If you pay an attorney, they set up a trust account for you. They create a pass-through trust for you. If you have a private attorney, a lot of people don't know these things. So pass-through trust, mortgage-backed securities is just home loans that are they're a variation of asset-backed securities that are formed by pulling together mortgages. So this makes you the main investor, same way with asset-backed securities. Types of asset-backed securities include auto loans, home equity loans, mortgages, auto loans, credit card receivables, student loans. This is asset-backed securities. So when you understand securitization, that's when the fraud is going down. They create something called a special purpose vehicle, which is your name. They create your name in the private sector as a special purpose vehicle. When you look up what special purpose vehicles are, they use you as an asset because they're getting rid of the bankruptcy. They can't use their business because it's bankrupt. A lot of people don't understand this. I mean, it still went over a lot of people's heads.
That's why you go to court as a special appearance.
And then when you get a securitization audit, it's going to audit every note that you did. With the notes, who the notes got assigned to, who's getting paid out, what bundle it's under, and all the QSIP numbers. That's how you get the money. This is what you would file a 1099 OID on, a 1099 INT, a 1099B. I got Tara. Had her hand raised. I'm not gonna be going. Y'all just get in where y'all fit in.
Don, I just want to show appreciation and thank you for everything that you're doing and waking everybody up. And I just wanted to show my appreciation for you and Rihanna that's here also. She's sharing such enlightened information. So I just want to thank you guys for helping free us from our mental slavery.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I want y'all to know Rihanna L will be in Orlando with Don Kilam. Go to redemptionmanual.com, get your free ticket. Get your free ticket. I don't know how many people signed up with the
I'll be
on
there.
the OnlyFans, but I got a lot. And I still have like 10 VIP tickets left too. If you want to do a next day meet and greet.
Okay.
We're gonna do brunch or something. Yeah, because I'm trying to get this podcast in with my people too.
Hell yeah.
Y'all got me working. But this is how we get known anyways, man. I'm telling you, my last event in Atlanta was amazing. I met so many great people. So make sure you go to redemptionmanual.com, get your free ticket, sign up. We're gonna make it happen. But I'm knowing everybody's hand. Y'all just unmute yourself, man. We'll figure it out. Stay civilized.
Hey, this Mustafa.
What's good, Mustafa?
Hey, I know I've been catching a lot of your lab calls. You had some of your classes. You talked about the American National. Can you drop the link to that about correcting your status?
Yes, I dropped it earlier, but I'll drop it again.
I appreciate your class.
And everybody, and if you put your email addresses in the chat or however you got access to this Zoom, I will make sure that everybody gets the replay. I will post it on YouTube as well, and every single link that I dropped will be in the description box.
Appreciate that. But look, hey, you had 100 people. Hey, look, somebody dropped out. I just kept on clicking in. I just got in on the blessing, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know. I didn't know only 100 people could get in.
Yeah.
The conference call would have let y'all all in.
Hey, I just kept on trying. Hey, one more thing. When you come to Chicago, man, I've been putting a lot of people up on you, man, and
let's make it happen. Reach out. Let's make it happen, man.
Okay, then everything. I'm gonna
I come where y'all take care of me, man.
Look, we're gonna take care of you. I've been putting a lot of people up on you, bro. And they listen.
Is there no room? Is there no rest for the widow's son? What did they say when Jesus was trying? He didn't say, "Hey, is there any room in the end, man?"
Hey,
but no, I got people. I got people in Chicago, man. I stay in Michigan City up there, man.
Yeah, I mean, you told. I heard some of your things. You like, man, you from the area. So I said, man, he already familiar.
I be in Michigan City. I be in Gary, Indiana, and shit.
Right. Okay. Then they ain't number like 45 minutes away. So you know.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from, Gary, Indiana.
You ain't from Gary, girl.
I am born and raised.
So you know Michael Jackson was a Crip then.
No, I didn't do that. I was young. I'm only 59. I'm only 59.
You was a Jehovah's Witness too.
Hey, Don, we need you in Houston too.
What was that?
I said, we need you in Houston too. We got the whole tribe out here, man.
I'm in Houston a lot. I need to go out there, man.
Wait a minute, who is that in Houston?
Man, I need to go out there. I ain't been there in a minute. I'll be in San Antonio too.
Me too.
Come out here and do an event in Las Vegas, Don.
I'm in Las Vegas the most, so. In San Antonio too. I'm in Las Vegas the most. But I just been sitting still, man, because in December, something happened and I just been having back issues ever since. So I got to make sure I'm having proper care for my back.
I know we kind of bouncing around and stuff as far as topic wise. Do you mind sharing any light on the whole thing about OIDs?
No, I'm not gonna talk about OIDs. If you know, you know. We said we don't even really use them no more. I use INTs over our OIDs. But if you understand do you even know what a zero coupon bond is? Because if you got to understand what coupons and bonds are. But a zero coupon bond, that's what you're OIDing. And that comes with Series 6 and Series 7 training.
Copy that.
Because I want y'all to know what y'all think y'all get bills every month. Those are bonds. These are zero coupon bonds. This is what you get every month is a zero coupon bond.
Bills of
also known as an accurate bond. What'd you say, Shay? Accurate accounting? This is exactly what she was talking about.
Accrual.
Accrual accounting. So a zero coupon bond is an accrual bond. It's a debt security that does not pay interest, but instead trades at a deep discount, rendering a profit at maturity when the bond is redeemed for its full base value. So back in the 90s and 2000s, you was able to get gift certificates. These are coupon payments. So that's what you're getting every time you get a bill. You're getting a coupon payment. And when you start learning what coupon bonds are and start learning the private side of things, because this is going to come from Series 6, Series 6 license. People with a Series 6 or Series 7 license. And I like this FINRA because when you start understanding these things, this is the people you complain to.
Yep.
FINRA is one of them that you complain to. So investment companies, and I don't even know what this is talking about, but you got to have a license. This is people doing securities. The Series 6 is a securities license entitling the holder to register as a company's representative and sell certain types of funds. In the same way with Series 7. And the private, you don't need a license, but you can only deal with people who's going to accept it. When you're dealing with public banks, they're not going to accept you can't even go in there talking about you creating shit off a motherfucking birth certificate. Like they don't even want to hear that shit. The Series 7 exam license the holders to sell all types of security products except commodities and futures, known formally as general securities. And I want y'all to understand commodities and futures. That's what these contracts are. These contracts, you're in a debt contract to pay at a future date. That makes it a future contract. That makes it a future. Commodities now are gold and silver. So they can't sell gold or silver. When you understand the private game, you'll start understanding these things. That's why I need y'all to understand, like, I was just wanting to focus on your name was a business and how to get these tax credits. So like IRS form for education credits. When you invest in your private education, you understand that you get these tax credits back. You're not ever going to get a tax credit back from a public education because you're not paying for a public education. It's already paid for with the Social Security Trust because everything in the public is already paid for.
What the hell? Crazy, man.
But if you invest in Don Kilam, you're going to get this shit back. That's why I only fuck with who I fuck with because they're going to invest in me because it's beneficial to their family trust. The same way when you start understanding family education, the tuition, you run the tuition tax form, just like a 1099 OID process, 1098T. It's the same thing. Cover letters to 1096. You paying books, tuition, all of that. You get that shit back. When you understand the private family, you're working for the family. So everything you do is going to benefit the family. And if you die, the life insurance policy is going to replace you. So they can invest either in an asset or invest in something to take form of you being gone. You're leaving something behind. It's all about what the benefit of the family. How are you going to benefit the family? It's not what your family can do for you. What can you do for the family? And you will be rewarded with it through the IRS. The IRS will reward you for taking care of your family correctly. You'll get different treatments in the hospital if you're donating towards the family from the family trust to the hospital.
Okay.
You're part of the private family. It's called private practice and public practice. Medicaid's a public insurance. They're going to public practice on your ass. And the public, they experiment on you. In the private, they don't do that.
Yeah.
Hope that makes sense.
Very much so.
Hey, Don, I got a question about
let's go.
Traffic court. I was driving my conveyance, traveling my conveyance a few months back, and I had an affidavit of ownership and affidavit of right to travel. And I showed my IDP and foreign driver's license to the policy enforcer, and they went back and tried to match my name and it had my righteous appellation on it. And they matched the face to my former driver's license, which is still in the records as being revoked and suspended. And they said that particular straw man name had an arrest warrant on it. So they towed my conveyance and arrested me, but they released me on my own recognizance. But I just want to know how I can get a remedy back because I'm still supposed to.
I answered that earlier. How long you been in the class?
I didn't hear that part. It probably came in late.
If Shay want to answer, she can answer it. And Shay, you want to answer that?
Not really.
Did you get your whip back?
No,
yes.
I'm gonna charge it. It's still impounded.
No, I'm talking about the Shay.
Oh.
Yes, I did.
Shit wasn't even in her name. She still got her shit back. Come on, let's go. Look, bro, I'm not answering that question. Figure it out. Have a good day. Hey, straight up. That shit sounds painful. That's not what this class is about.
Hey, Don, I got a question.
You donated it for a good cause. I hope you get your money back. Hit them with a car rental agreement.
Peace, King.
Hey, peace.
Can I ask you a question?
What's that? Please, I hope it don't have nothing to do with no court case.
No, it doesn't have to do with a court case.
Okay, cause I'm tired of helping these criminals. Fuck them. Hey, straight up.
I was just gonna ask you a question about a case.
If Jesus can't help you, I can't either. I got a whole book out there for $10. Go read it.
No, I have quite a few of your books. I have Silver Surety.
I got this book called Word is Bond. I even dropped the price.
I have Word is Bond too because my husband is in prison, so I'm using that following your book.
Did he hurt somebody?
No, he didn't.
There's no victim on this case?
It was attempted murder.
Oh shit. Did they kill him though?
No.
But there's a victim now.
Technically, yes, but they weren't hurt. It was just attempted.
Well, if you would have killed them, then there wouldn't have been no victim. Then I could help. No, I'll just play. That's fucked up though, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm definitely using your book for that. But what I wanted to ask you is, you were talking about the forms, the 1066, and I was just trying to see if you could tell me what the other forms were because I was trying to write it down and I was trying to see what the other ones you were talking about.
I do a whole foreclosure. Do you got access to the chat?
Yeah, I have access to the chat.
All right, I'm gonna put something in the chat. I'm gonna put a PDF in the chat.
And then I did want to ask you just a question, if I could briefly. If I have a court case that's almost a year old, but they haven't filed it and the statute of limitations is 2 years, do you have any recommendations?
Well, at the end of the day, you have a right to due process, which is 6 months, a fair and speedy trial, which is 6 months. So, I got something dismissed in Georgia by bringing that up, saying, hey, it's been past 6 months, you ain't filed nothing, you got to dismiss this. I put that in the chat.
Okay, cool. So I just go to the DA and do that?
Yeah, that's all. You file it with the clerk, everybody, put it on record. Anything you file, though, mark it as an exhibit. But look, you go to the foreclosure guide, you got to run it as a foreclosure. After 36 months, they filed a 1099-A on that contract, on your mortgage contract.
Okay, cool. Okay, great. I appreciate
you'll be able to go to the there's a cover letter in there showing how to do the right to the IRS.
Now, so for clarity, were you trying to say that if I'm reading your book, the word is bond, that's not going to help if there is a victim? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, that's not going to help at all. That's a real crime.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Don, can I ask a question real quick?
What's up?
Islam, salam alaikum.
Islam.
How you been, boss?
I'm good.
Don, my question real quick is, I know if you're an immigrant, right, or foreigner, I know from what I know now, I know we're all foreigners anyway, but once you get your status corrected, can you still get the national passport through the WBN process?
Yes.
I bet.
Yes. Do you know who Amish people are?
Yes, sir, I do.
So how the fuck do they travel the world, man? Y'all gotta think about that.
I mean, I from my information, I know they can
Where
do
you from?
Mexico and Canada without
Where you
nothing.
from?
I'm from Mali, Mansa Musa.
Where's that at? Africa?
West Africa, yes, sir.
All right. So did you have to go to get a passport? Are you tribal at all? You tribal people?
Yes, I am.
So you had to go through your elders or your leaders to get a passport?
Yeah, we still got the same process, yo.
All right, it's the same thing over here. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Except you got to create your own tribe because we're in a free country.
Right.
So we create churches, we create tribes, we create families. We have the head of the family, head of the household, whoever it may be, go to them and talk to them to get us the right to travel with them so we don't have no issues with them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, I figure it would because you're already tribal.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. It all clicked with me with my Kenyan friends. I was like, how'd you even get over here? Because they don't even give your tribal name to the government. You give them some made up fucking American name that they create for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same way, man. You just go back to your tribal ways over here, but have some type of documentation to prove that you're tribal.
I got a question. I'm gonna keep it real. It's about court, man.
I can't help you, man. Y'all got to pay me for court. I'm not your attorney.
No, I ain't mad at
I appreciate you, man.
You're no doubt. Peace and love.
I'm gonna top in with you on the private side, though.
Someone asked, do you recommend doing a status correction before getting into the private sector? You was born into the private sector. You don't need paperwork to get in the private sector. That's the thing. What was Jesus' birth certificate? What was his social security number? Y'all guys sound crazy when you ask these questions. That's why the police, the government will always take when y'all ask questions like that. Just think about it. What would Jesus do, goddammit? What do the Amish do? I keep bringing the Amish out because ain't nobody gonna say I'm anti-Semitic if I'm talking about the Amish. But that's enough keywords to show you who the fuck lives in the private. I brought up Jehovah's Witnesses. How do they move? And Shay, how did you move? You told the government, hey, I'm Jehovah's Witness. You can't make me do shit.
Okay.
Enough said. They can't go against religion. They can't go against private contracts. The government cannot interfere with a private agreement or a private contract. You create your own agreements. Homie just said, hey, I'm from West Africa. I'm tribal. Before I could even get to America, I had to holler at my tribal chief, my tribal people, the head of my household. It's the same shit.
Facts. That's a fact.
It's gonna be easy for you because you're tribal. These motherfuckers in America ain't gonna be easy.
They wouldn't even fuck with you, to be honest with you.
I can't go to your tribe talking about, hey, I'm a U.S. citizen, check out my birth certificate. Y'all gonna look at me like, what the fuck? Because y'all got y'all's own documents. Y'all got your own way. They can look at you and tell you what tribe you're from. People in Africa can look at you and tell you what tribe you're from and tell you who your family is. Y'all can't even do that over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, West Africa, stand up. Let's go.
And
at the same time, I appreciate you giving me the validation I needed to prove to everybody, listen, it fucked me up how my homegirl got her passport. Her name is not Karen whatsoever, but on all her documentation, it says Karen. She got one name. It's some shit I can't pronounce.
Yeah, Don, you're right. Not to even cut you off, and even here, when we come over here, I think we got more protection than even the so-called American citizens.
Yeah, so I can go over to your country and get rain.
You sure do, unfortunately.
Hey, so this is what Michael J. White did. He went over there, he got reigned in Ghana as royalty, and the United States have to uphold that. He's royalty.
When I came across you, Don, I swear to God, I thought I was dreaming because you make a whole lot of sense. And even if you're in America,
I just want you to know, I learned I'm connected to Kenya. I'm connected to Kenya. I'm connected to Sierra Leone, and I'm connected to Ghana. And you know they don't like this information over there.
Yeah.
Because they control everything.
I mean, you know,
I've been moving cell phones over there. That's my nonprofit business. I sell them for $1,000 a piece.
Them iPhones, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don, peace, Don.
That's crazy.
What's up?
$10.
Yep, man. I just had a quick question. So I've been, researching the information. I've been following you probably about like 2 or 3 months. I definitely I like the way you do things. So much respect to how you handle your business. I was looking at a site. It actually popped up when I was researching the UCC, and I got on a consultation call, and the brother said something about I needed to sign a power of attorney. I knew immediately the shit was crazy, but it's actually one of the first sites that pop up when you look up the UCC, and it's a whole bunch of stuff on there about legal tyranny and all these different things. So number one, I'm definitely going to take a look at your university. I've been hearing some good things about it. I haven't gotten a chance to check out your site, but I guess I'm sort of kind of trying to figure out where I want to learn under, what type of guidance I want to get. So I do appreciate this free call. But I think they out here trying to trap people, man. Like or unless, why would someone need a power of attorney to give you information? Because that's what when I had asked him, he put me on hold. He got on the phone with someone and he said, well, we need you to sign a power of attorney to give you the information.
No, I wouldn't.
So I told
him, that don't sound right at all. So
hell no,
crazy,
don't
right?
do that. Yeah,
I know. I didn't. I knew better. I knew better. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. I'll send you the link either in your DM or something. That way you can check it out. But it's actually one of the first sites that pop up, and I've never seen.
I think Rihanna would stop fucking with me if I said sign up with power of attorney.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's wild though.
Hey, Rihanna, sign up with power of attorney, baby.
It's wild. It's wild. So I'll just be careful.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if I needed her to handle some financial affairs, I'd sign her a limited power of attorney.
Yeah,
right.
It's specific for specific powers.
Yeah, specific reasons. Or it just. But at the end of the day, me and her, I would just make her trustee of some shit. You know what I mean? That's all I would do. But I want you to know when you searching UCCs. I'm on, like I don't know if y'all heard me. I'm on my 10th arbitration, and I've been getting paid off these motherfuckers. It might be 3,000 here, 5,000 here, 8,000 here, but that shit adds the fuck up.
Yes.
Yeah, for the facts. Congratulations. Yeah, well, man, I'm from Jersey. I just want to let you know I'm definitely coming down. I already snatched up 4 tickets for me, my brother, my father, and my lady. We coming out to Orlando from Jersey. I'm checking.
It's gonna be lit.
I'm looking to enroll, and I say that to say, y'all be careful on who y'all following and getting information from. I did a lot of.
If you're part of the private communities, anyways, and I'm telling you, I'm not trying to boast or brag, but I'm trying to tell you, even in Shay, I got Shay on here. We work with the upper echelon, like we Rihanna don't even like working in the public no more, type shit. You know, exchange in the
I
private as well.
deactivated all my social media.
Well, I'm telling you, like, even though I know y'all not caught up on celebrities, but ever since COVID, celebrities been trying to do their best to get private. Yep. Certain celebrities. And literally, they're coming to me and Rihanna L all day, every day. Like, literally.
No, I'm just playing.
Hey, but no, I'm just keeping it real. Hey, but the bigger, see, I got into the hip hop game and started helping people, but it led me to the NFL, it led me to the NBA. It just led me all around. So I'm just picking and choosing who I want to deal with. And but the people that we're working with like closely is 100. You know?
They're up there. I'd say that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have one of them at my event. So shit, that shit feels. I'm gonna have a couple of them at my event. I got my homie Jordan Smith at the event too. Shout out to Jordan Smith. He got traded to the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl, man. They just won the Super Bowl. He said, "Well, I got you box seats every home game. So let's go." Like I'm putting the info out there because he don't give a fuck. But other clients, you know, they don't want to be known. They don't want you to even know that they're really living that private life.
Yeah.
You know, but some other ones have just been fucked by the system so many times. They just feel like this is what they have to do is to speak out. But I want y'all to know that when I really started learning how to implement private law and enforcing my shit, that's gonna be with arbitration. I don't bring up codes or statutes at all with arbitration. And instead of UCC ones, because I didn't want to use the same law that they was using. Because I had a company use UCC, not UCC one. They was using the Uniform Commercial Codes against me in the arbitration. I said, I don't want to use the same codes they using because obviously they know what the fuck they doing, right? So I started using UniJoy. If you look up what UniJoy is, it's the International Institute for the Unification of Private Law. These are also principles, but you can invoke the private contract, and the United States has been part of this since 1964. I will give you the link of the people who actually learn about this, because on the private side, they control insurance. They control insurance, and I learned this when I was with Deshae. Me and Deshae learned this shit together. Because we was looking over license fraud. I don't know if that's not it. But they break down the whole UniJoy, how this is how CPS takes your kids as well. Through UniJoy.
I remember you put me on to UniJoy.
Yeah, here it is. So this is there it is right here. What UniJoy covers. This is the link I'm putting in the chat for everybody. But look up, do you invite the government into your marriage on YouTube? Everybody, again, put your email address in the chat if you haven't already. So I'm gonna pull them out and send everybody the replay. But this is what UniJoy covers: negotiable instruments, civil procedures, secure transactions, banking law, leasing, hotels, municipal law. Insurance, marriage contracts. There it is. Anything related to marriage, divorce, and children. But also the legal status of women, contracts in general. And this is why I'm able to win the arbitration. Does that make sense to everybody?
Sure does.
So yeah, y'all can do a little research on your own. They got their own rules and guidelines. I just want you to be mindful. Like me, like I said, this is what really made me fall in love with Rihanna L was because my accounts wasn't getting shut down after I did processes. Some people want to do, you know what I'm saying? For real. So with UniJoy, I did get a few accounts shut down. So I do want y'all to know that. Right out the gate, but the shit was taken care of.
That's why I fucks with you. That's why I fuck with you.
Hey, I had the whole the Cash App got shut down. I had a credit card get shut down. So, but they got rid of the debt. Like everything's gone. But I learned that when I was doing this, one of my students pulled me off to the side. It's like, yo, we just use that for arbitration. You're using it wrong. I had one of my students tell me, like, look, because I'm teaching y'all as I'm doing it. So my student was like, no, that's not how you do it. So yeah. but just look it up on your own. It's private international law. Anytime there's a dispute, when you look it up, because like I said, the United States is part of this. All right, since 1954, and they use this so they can come kidnap your ass if you're in a different country. They can't get no paperwork on you. This is the law they use to come kidnap you. Yeah, to come pull up on you like Gestapo. But y'all think it's a game out here, don't y'all? But when you look it up, anytime there's a dispute between contracts, it automatically can invoke this right here. Unidroit. I need to make a book on this shit.
Thank you.
But I haven't perfected it yet. That's why I ain't made no book on it. But it's working in the arbitration when it comes to private arbitration. This shit's gonna work all day. So now that's why it makes sense to me in the arbitration realm now. But don't
100 million
arbitrating. I can't find it, but like I read it somewhere. It's like as soon as you have a unidroit principles can be invoked as soon as you dispute it. As soon as something's under dispute. Because the whole objective is to harmonize private international law. So that's their objective. If something's not under harmony, they're there to harmonize it. But yeah, to me, this is better than UCC codes. This is the diplomatic conference. So diplomats use this shit. Come on, talk to me. International Trade Law, United Nations Commission on International Trade Law. Didn't
That's
even know
exactly what had me thinking. Diplomats.
Right. Primary private law, formulating agencies. Because I'm trying to tell you, this is what people use in the private. Arbitration. So, if I got any more questions, because I'm about to call this shit a night, man.
I got a question for you, Don.
All right,
Don, this was fun.
I got a question for you. You was talking a while back about going after people that work in the public, going after their bond, after their security bond, and
that's actually that the book is actually in that the link that I'm handing out.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Doug.
Yeah, I'll actually show you too, so you can verify it.
I appreciate you.
Rihanna was talking about going to get the credits with the W-2 and using a sole prop. That doesn't matter at all if you already have a sole prop with an EIN, which you guys were discussing. That doesn't matter, does it?
No, the way I don't know how Rihanna does it. The way that Shay Smiley Bay does it. You make your name. See, I tell people make their name an LLC, but you can also make your name a sole proprietorship. I just don't teach people how to do it because if you do it wrong, you're going to be held with a fucking tax obligation. Does that make sense? But say you do it as an unincorporated association, there's not going to be no tax obligation involved. You do it from a private trust, you attach it to a private trust, there's not going to be no tax obligation involved. Well, I just wanted to show him the commercial lien book.
Dog, can I add a little bit to it?
You can assess that under a foreign trust. I mean,
yeah, you can do it as a foreign trust too. Yeah,
you can do it as a foreign trust with a W-2 because the linkage is under that trust.
I mean, that's the way you was teaching me how it made sense. You was doing it as a foreigner, anyways, not as a sole prop.
I was doing that regardless. It's just the way I was, what I communicate with the IRS, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so I didn't use nothing but the
and I'm show you what my homie in New York. So my homie in New York, he does stuff just like Rihanna. He's not on here, but let me show. If you're part of my elite status, I'll let people connect with him. But I'm gonna show you how he does things. So he showed me this. We didn't talk about it. Well, first of all, the 4852, you can go back 36 months on this and get all those contracts back. The wages, tips, compensation, Social Security wages, Medicare wages, Social Security tips, federal income tax, state income tax. You can get all that back. So he showed me that, but he also showed me this. He said, this is how he's doing everything. And it reminded me of what Rihanna's doing, because this shit goes hand in hand. Oh my God. He's doing the 1040s with the 1040 NR. So if you're doing it as a foreigner, you can do it like this as well. I'm telling you, it's gonna pay right now. The way shit's set up with buying the shit, if you're gonna get extra benefits, they give you fucking debit cards and fucking prepaid debit cards and all types of shit. Does that make sense, Rihanna? So this is what he files. He was with the IRS for 19 years. He quit during COVID and was about to give up on everything. And then he said he discovered Don Kilam. He said there's hope left. He said he felt so bad for what he was doing to do it. So now he's working on the other side.
Yeah. Why would anyone want to be an American citizen?
What was that?
I said, why would anyone want to be an American citizen with all these shit out here, man?
You don't want to be. It pays to be a foreigner.
That's what I'm saying. Because
it pays to be
a private American. So anything like, with citizen, we don't box with.
And like that private talk, Rihanna knows somebody, I know somebody. That's why we was also impressed with each other. And we was talking about overseas in different places. Mm-hmm. It pays to not be a U.S. citizen because they won't deal with you if you're a U.S. citizen. Mm-hmm. You won't be able to get an account. You won't be able to, because you got to understand, public education, you're not taught international trade.
Even though we do it like every day.
That's private banking. It's international trade. But in order to succeed in life, you need to know international trade, and you're not taught that with a public education. You're not taught how to trade internationally. Shit, you can't even trade with each other.
One sec, Don. I'm gonna put myself on mute. Give me about 5 minutes.
All right, you're good.
I want to be
I'm hoping that all makes sense for everybody.
Man, every time you have a webinar, the light bulb goes off even more.
That's good. I'm glad. I need to keep you happy.
This foundation is serious. Like, I've been working on this since December the 28th and carrying my 6 with me. And we done.
You said what? December 28th?
Yep.
It's February 28th today. Do your thing, girl.
That's when I found you.
God damn. You understand this shit too.
I understand. I understand. Like you said, it's some telepathic things.
Tribe understands. Understands.
Ashe.
You the GOAT. Definitely took me years.
Well, I've been studying, but like I said, the missing pieces came when I found you. I was like, this makes so much sense now.
I want you to know, if I got any woman that I put on letting y'all talk, because I was I was like, should I? And Shay keep bugging me anyways. But I'm like, should I? You know what I mean? Rihanna is powerful. I want y'all to know that. And Shay's finally starting to catch up. They call me Don for a reason. When I die in your life, I already said it. Royalty checks. I build my own credit. Courage is coursing your rage. So you got to understand, the bigger the light, the bigger the shadow. I'm going to bring hell. I'm bringing hell. If you want to be connected with me, I'm bringing hell. I'm testing you. Only gold can be tested by fire. I want to see if you about what you talk about.
If we get a consult, can you break down that? I think it was the 4852 that you just went over. How to?
I got you. I'll do you even one better. If you get a consult, I'm gonna direct you to the source who does it. You just tell them Don Kilam sent you. That's it.
Nah,
I want you to know, Lady Prosperity got consults with me. When you have a consultation with me, that's why I say you got to pay me. Because if I'm gonna assess your situation, and if I like you, I'm gonna take care of you. It's just that simple. If I don't like you,
take care of us real good. You take care of us real good.
If I don't like the conversation, I see that. Literally, listen, I'm gonna know who clarity comes from you facing your demons. That's how you get clarity. So if you're lost and confused about a lot of different things, and really like airheaded out here, that's because you are holding on to a lot of bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Clarity comes from applied knowledge as well. Bump your head a few times. I know where you're at by the questions you ask.
Yeah.
And if you ask these questions in the private around certain people, they will fucking stray you. Sometimes you don't get second chances. You know, I fucked up all my bridges, but I always find more. Hey, that's me though.
Oh, you
That's
so damn crazy. Me and Dom, we definitely had our moments. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, real recognize real. Period.
That's because we always used to link on retrogrades.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, man, I can never get mad at Rihanna, so I just not talk to her. Like I don't get mad at her. Like I can never get mad at Rihanna. I get mad at
I got nothing but love, respect, and admiration. And I'm just so proud of you.
Love, respect for you, your whole journey, your mama.
Yeah.
Everything, man. I love your swag. I love how you hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
I love how you hear me out because you listen to me when I say how I feel about people.
Yes.
You know, I felt some type of way about one of your old business partners because I taught this everything and she out here faking.
She has nothing to do with me. That ain't nothing to do with me.
It's all good.
You talking about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do the fugazi. Don, don't do that.
She was making money out here too. I felt like she was supposed to drop me a donation because she wasn't talking about none of this private shit.
No, why you talking about that donation?
Hey, drop me a donation or a shout out, girl. The fuck? She was pretty though.
Yeah.
She was just not smart. That's what pissed me off. She was airheaded, man.
Oh my God. Listen. I know. Because she was hella pretty, but I was like, that pretty face can only get you so far with me.
Look, man, the only one trend setting out here is me and Rihanna. Fuck the bullshit. Shay doing her thing too. She right behind us. But on the real, man, I learned so much from you, Rihanna.
Sis was dropping heat today.
Yeah, she was. She forced me to hear her out today. And so I listened. I'm like, okay. Because one time she presented some shit and I said she wasn't able to explain it to me. And I said, I can't get behind it. I don't give a fuck how much money you're getting. If you can't explain it to me, I can't get behind it. It's not making sense to me. So I'm hitting up my tax people. It's still not making sense. But when you come and bring something that makes sense to me, I'm gonna rock with it. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is just what it is. I wasn't mad behind the hustle. I'm like, I presented to the people that will do it, you know, but I'm like, I can't explain it to them. So I can't tell them anything about it.
Yeah.
You know, but now I explain it. So she was the inspiration. She helped me understand how I got with the Capitalizing Entrepreneur. She was the inspiration behind that book to try to show her everything that I learned by the stuff that she was doing. That's the type of stuff she was doing. She was getting people tax credits.
Mm-hmm.
She can get she was getting a lot of people tax credits. She was making that bag. Tell them, Shay, girl. Tell them that was some of them pictures. I was posting pictures of her shit. Fucking cash filled with shoe boxes full of cash. That was a Shay shit.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, Shay know how to get whipped. She know how to do all of that shit.
Now, can I ask Rihanna a question?
Go ahead, do your thing.
Beautiful goddess, thank you for blessing us with your energy and your knowledge. First and foremost, I was picking up what you was dropping.
I want y'all to
over here.
Lady Prosperity.
Yes.
You got info, right?
I did. Likewise, goddess.
I already emailed you and everything. Like, I am so excited about this. I really, really am. We have so much to discuss when we get the time. And I
you have such a beautiful energy too. Sorry, my bad. I'm so excited. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, thank you. Thank you. I'm just sending the energy. I hope you feel it.
I do too, sis. Look, I don't mean to. I get so excited. Don know when we be talking, I get excited sometimes that I just like, but yes, I feel your energy. You was dropping major gems. And hey, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Just really thriving in the private sector. It's just everything.
She gonna pick up what you putting down, Rihanna.
Cool. I need that.
She gonna pick up everything you put down.
It's just me, sis. I know you can relate. Shit.
I do. I can. It's been a lonely journey, and it's so good. I've been looking for the divine feminine, the real ones, and it's not many of us out here. It's not many of us out here. Some of them be on that bullshit. And I don't say nothing. I'm waiting on the people that I'm supposed to be connected to.
Hey, sis, look, they be looking the part, they be playing the part, huh? But they ain't.
You know what? I said, I don't even bother. I say the ancestors gonna deal with them, and I go about my business. And I meet people like you and Don. Immediately, I meet people like you and Don.
Hey, them fake people make it look like it's just like a one done easy process. This is a lifestyle. You got to change your whole way of life.
Especially the spiritual part. Especially the spiritual part. That's number one for us.
That's where it starts. That's what me and Rihanna.
No, you're speaking facts, Rihanna. A lot of people don't like sugarcoat the process. This is not 30. None of them been in 30 days.
Hey, let me say this about Rihanna too. Don't let the L fool you, because she's open-minded. She believes in source. So let me throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? She understands the Moors. She connect with the Moors, but she believes in source energy. So she gonna be able to talk with you and rap with you about everybody, wherever you're at with your belief system.
Rihanna, Makita Mayat Rael greets you.
Greetings, goddess. Hey.
Greetings, goddess.
Hey, thank you, Don, for greetings. Oh man, look, sis, I'm so serious. I really want sisters. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here.
That right there.
I have a tribe. I'm here.
Where's the women at?
Here.
Hey, she has a tribe. She has a tribe following her lead,
I need
too,
y'all.
Rihanna.
Real.
And the same way with Shay.
I don't care about being seen.
And Shay got her tribe too.
Don, you got a few people that I was following me on social, because I ain't got my social media, who text me like, "Hey, I see you at Don's." I'm like, "Hey, look, I know I went MIL people, but hey, it is what it is." I had a point I was making though. I was making a point. It was that reefer, because I'm in Portland, Oregon. Non-GMO. Not just playing. But no, I'm excited.
If you're a private member of mine, I will get you hooked up with whoever you need to get your taxes done with. I will listen to your situation. Rihanna, she might do it. She does hers a certain way. And Shay does it from the 10th aspect. She got some other stuff going on. And I got another homie that does it straight for foreigners. So, just let me know. I get private member.
Hey, quick question. You just said, I just want to know. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I ain't saying nothing.
I was just saying, I'm not part of the university right now. Is there a difference? I don't mind doing both, just preference, getting the university and the consultation through that, or can I just DM you for the consultation?
Yeah, you can DM me. That's cool, but I respond faster to my people that's in the university.
I hear that.
There you go. So, the Freedom Course, email in the chat, Freedom Course in Action at Gmail. That's Rihanna. And then the second one is Shay.
But we all, what I'm saying? We're all together though.
Yeah, but I make sure y'all get hooked up. If you talk to me, I'll get you to the right people.
Hey,
I just know that Rihanna is not going to steer you wrong whatsoever on anything. I'm always willing to. I just want y'all to get around the right people, because shit is getting horrible out here. Hey,
it's horrible, man. Horrible. Listen. Hey, nothing. Really, listen. People that's really up there. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we have our advertisement and things like that, because we still, have to do God's work and getting in touch with our like minds and our people, our tribe. But listen, be careful. There's just certain things that shouldn't be said. And I like the way Don goes about it, because even with, he still have a helping hand to the public sector, but he's private. He really
people don't even know. I be working my ass off with you public motherfuckers. But in my private portfolio is crazy. And literally, I have to give up sleep just to help the public. And people don't even understand this.
We appreciate it. No, I do.
Yeah.
I'm real new with you, but I appreciate this time so much.
Appreciate that,
Yeah,
man.
and I appreciate that word. I appreciate that too, Rihanna. It's dope to have a witness because you're great.
Yeah, Don, I definitely appreciate it. I definitely appreciate you.
I want y'all to know, like literally, I made sure that my portfolio, the people I help I know my worth now. Just put it like that.
Absolutely.
Likewise.
You know, there's people out there that's willing to pay us.
Oh, my name is everything.
Right.
Yeah, my name is everything.
You know, and they've already
slandered my name. You know, people say whatever.
Y'all should be getting paid though
No,
we do get paid,
that, right? They can say whatever they want to say. I don't care. They can say what, but what they can't say is that I ain't doing my part. No one can ever say that.
You changed my life, and you already know that. She was already digging what I was putting down though. But when I was listening to her, I feel like I think I showed you your worth because you did. Basically, I feel like you wasn't giving the game away free too.
I was giving away for free, man, like for years. You know, so I'm a woman at that, feminine. And you know, I know how to be in the field too. But shit, that's why I went private completely because you know I'm very sensitive to energy and I just be stretched out. So I gotta preserve.
Let me bring this up too, because I be fucking with Ashay. I be fucking because Ashay was my business partner, right? But I'm gonna say this: Rihanna L was my business partner, and me and Rihanna L got money.
Okay.
I'm talking about it was fluid though. You know what I'm saying? It was I had a nice little drip with you. I like that, man. That's how I know she had good intentions for me. And that's how Virgos see things. So I just want to throw that out there because she thinks it's a gimmick or something. I'm like, listen, I know where your intentions are, where your focus is, due to what's happening in our relationship when I'm looking at my bank account. Is it going forward or is it going backwards? And when I was with Rihanna, anytime I work with Rihanna L, my shit is skyrocketing. So that's how I look at your intentions in my life. So I just want to throw that out there, man.
Well, you know, definitely. I appreciate that acknowledgement. I think me and you definitely had a good balance because we definitely picked up, you know, that's where the feminine and masculine energy, connects and thrives. So we definitely picked up where, you know, one another was kind of like, you know, needed that tag team partnership. Definitely
and you knew shit I didn't know. Like listen, she's got her own lane. And can't nobody dispute it because she's speaking from her own life experiences. She's not telling you something that she didn't go through or she hasn't helped somebody go through.
Yep. That's all
my nigga said Rihanna L is the GOAT. He told me that today. Rihanna's the GOAT. Straight up. That shit was a present surprise having a call from both of y'all. That shit was amazing.
Yeah. We was like, let's call Don on 3 right quick.
I was like, that shit was lit. They had the question, I had the answer ready. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
And y'all understood it. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we definitely got nothing but love for you over here every time we conversate. When your name is mentioned, there's nothing but love.
And I'm telling you, this is what me and Rihanna are looking to build team. So we don't want the public. If you want to help the public, we want to help who wants to help the public. If y'all want to help the public, we'll help you. So that's the shit we was talking about as well today. And hopefully we can have something that we can offer together in Orlando when y'all come to our event.
Yeah.
We'll come up with
something. Don, could I say one thing?
Yes, sir.
All right, I just want to say, I just want to let everybody know that's me in the story about the arbitration. Man, y'all need to tap in with Don. Y'all need to get a consultation.
Yeah,
the Credit Suite's official. Yeah, I got your email. I'll talk to you tomorrow. But I just wanted to give y'all a shout out. I just want to say thank you.
So, yeah, I was trying to log in the other day, but I was like, I didn't want to hit you up because I was about to have a call. And so that's why I reached out to you. It was like, hey, what's up? Have you heard anything?
Yeah. It's all good.
Email me today too. They did email me today as well. But we got to link up a call. We gonna let's link up a call tomorrow because you do have to respond.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the letter. You have to respond.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I didn't know if both of us got to send it or you know what I'm saying.
No. So I'm gonna let if we could. It doesn't matter. But the thing is, we always request the mediator because that's gonna cost them $8,000.
All right, so look, I just wanted to shout you out, say thank you, Rihanna, thank you,
I appreciate you,
bro. Y'all need to tap in, bro, for real, bro.
I appreciate you, man. I was waiting to hear back from it, so it felt great to see the email today.
Hell yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Hey,
Don, I appreciate you too.
Just going with the flow, homie. But I seen I mailed the motherfuckers too.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell people, bro. Hey, bro, y'all need to, you feel me?
Hey, Don.
Hey, what's good?
Thank you. So I know you said you was having a little special for the people that joined this webinar for the consultation. I am interested in that because I got a lot of questions.
All right. Yeah, so everybody that's on this class, if y'all want a consultation, I'm gonna do it for $100. Everybody that came to the class.
Hey,
so interest to the class.
Make sure y'all reference this. Okay, reference this call when you talk.
And I'm telling you, bro, your 100 gonna go a long way. You feel me?
It might not get done until after the event, though.
So when is that?
Might be on hold for about 3 weeks, man. But I will get to you. I promise, man. I'm about to be knocking out a bunch of calls these next couple of weeks. That I want to get my mind. The calls make me go crazy. I just want y'all to know that's why I'm so crazy from all the calls. But I usually take a few days off to get my mind right before the event because I gotta be on my square when I'm linking with I was about to just start dropping all names. I don't even want to say names. Y'all gotta show the fuck up. Come to Orlando. I'm gonna drop a book too. I'm dropping a new book. Y'all, only way you're gonna be able to get it is if you show up.
I'm gonna be there. I'm coming from Miami.
In a new course.
Yeah, I got my tickets, bro.
What was that, Rihanna? Because you're the only one that matters at the event.
No, I was just saying how because you was like make that ebook. You've been pressing me to make that ebook for about a couple of years now. I think I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, girl, listen. And I'm gonna tell you, listen, because there's enough to go around. Because everybody can connect with somebody differently, right? Because Rihanna is a beast at what Rihanna does. And can't nobody explain it like Rihanna because she is something she lives. Okay? She's talking about her life. Now, with that being stated, I made over $200,000 last year off Amazon alone. That's not including Barnes & Noble. That's not including all these other outlets that I have. Just and y'all be buying ebooks from me too. Cash apping me, hit me. Hey, how much for the ebook? How much for the ebook? Like $1 million worth of game. I think I sold hellers of those ebooks. I got rich off that motherfucker. Now I just give it away because I got rich off an ebook. Like, hey, I swear to you.
Can I say something?
What you have. But $200,000, if you can't learn how to turn that into something, something wrong with you. You dig what I'm saying? And another thing is when you get around, so I also use this to invest in mentors and get around people that are doing better than me. And people don't understand. When y'all, only reason why I be showing off where I'm at now is because y'all be talking that shit. Y'all don't know when the fuck I post the videos where I'm at. I don't never post where the fuck I'm at. That's dumb. That's dumb as fuck.
Dumb as hell.
I want y'all to know this. If y'all linked in with me, y'all know that anytime there's a new hotel, I see a hotel building or a business, apartments, I go there and see if the shit's paid off because the investors will sell you rooms. They will sell you hotel rooms and you will make 50% commission on the hotel room for the rest of your life. Whether it could be a timeshare. Same way with office buildings. You can buy the office building for a cheap price because they build these hotels, they build these businesses without their money. They need investors. They're bringing in investors. That funds the whole thing. So know that. And then when you understand your name is the business, I can prove that I'm paying out-of-pocket expenses to get my business credits back, my tax credits back, because I'm staying in a hotel. When I bring in my people, I'm paying for the hotels. That's my nonprofit business. And it's for the business. When I go out to eat. See, y'all call it vacation, but we're going to call it a family fucking business trip for the family trust. We're going for family business training.
Damn.
We're going to talk about it on the beach. private location.
There we go.
Right on.
But thank
Everything's
you.
a write-off, man. It's a family vehicle.
Oh, you about to?
Right.
You about to?
All I'm gonna say is, Don, me and my tribe got something special for you. We ain't gonna tell you what it is, but just be ready.
Let's go. I'm ready, man. I'm dropping them gems. I'm trying to do my best, man. I'm also trying to show off in front of Rihanna and Aaron. So
Yeah, thank you, Don, Rihanna, and Shay. Thank all of y'all.
yes.
No
Hey,
doubt,
Rihanna,
brother. You was more
I
than
want to get in
welcome.
there. Yeah, thank y'all. Thank
Yes,
y'all.
I want to say thank y'all.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
y'all.
I appreciate y'all for rocking with us
Thanks, Don. It's
tonight.
late, bro.
No, for
Thank
sure. Y'all
you.
definitely be
Yes.
breaking it down.
Hey, thank you,
Everybody go
Don,
to
for what's out there.
digitalmedia.com, sign up for the event. If you want to sign up for Don Kilam University, go to onlyfans.com/Don Kilam. That's the best way to get a hold of me.
Thank
I
you,
don't
Don.
shake ass and
Only
titties,
try.
though. I just drop knowledge.
Hey, thank you for everything, man.
Peace and love.
Yeah,
Peace and love.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you. Thank you.
Peace.
Are you ready to unlock the secrets of commerce and build an empire that lasts for generations? Look no further. Introducing $1 Million Worth of Game by Don Kilam, your official guide to the private and public side of commerce. In this groundbreaking book, Don Kilam reveals the strategies and insider knowledge you need to create and protect your wealth. Learn how to navigate the intricate world of commerce, master the art of building an empire, and secure a lasting legacy for your family. Get your hands on $1 Million Worth of Game today and embark on a transformative journey toward financial abundance. Don't miss out on the opportunity to build your empire and secure a prosperous future for generations to come. Get ready to conquer the world of commerce. $1 Million Worth of Game by Don Kilam, your ultimate guide to building an empire and leaving a legacy. $1 Million Worth of Game by Don Kilam. Available now. Get your copy and start your journey to generational wealth.